All right, all right. What is good, everyone? What is good, everyone? OJ here. Welcome back to the stream. Today we got a great show for you guys. Looking forward to talking about a bunch of different news, video games. Also, big love to General Zamora. Says Raiders Nation tomorrow. Raiders Nation. I thought you were talking about like the Raiders, like that nation. But no, you're talking about Splatoon Raider Nation. Absolutely, man. Justin as well with the 3. Justin coming through.
Splatoon Raiders tomorrow. My physical version from Walmart will be here tomorrow. Can I get some Digimon Time Stranger music?
Yep, right after the intro beat. We got to do the intro. It's the Strange Sunset. It's the Strange Sunset at PlayerEssence. That's the tradition. So we're gonna get this song, and then Justin, right up. Appreciate you. Thank you so much. I appreciate your pretty much daily support all the time, man. And thank you so much to General Zamora striking that first ninja blood. If you want any music, General Zamora, let me know, and I got you in the chat. Shout outs, guys. Appreciate that. Full cups. And I want to say I'm sorry for starting the stream late. I overslept and my wife came and woke me up. So, I mean, that's really, I'm not trying to lie. I'm just trying to tell you guys the truth. And the truth is that I overslept. I was taking a nap. My wife made some incredible tacos. And it was a hot day. And we had some nice tacos. And I just dozed off a bit too long. I set my alarm, but, you know, I was like, all right, cool. No problem. And then it just kept going. And then my wife was like, hey, aren't you going to stream today? I was like, I am. So sorry about that, guys. So I appreciate that. OJ, did you see the Series X sales have exploded? How is that possible? I did see that. I saw Xbox content creators passing propaganda as well. It was funny, but I guess we'll get into the actual sales numbers and what the real data says, not just what people are excited about, because Xbox, I don't know, sold more than 15 units this month or the last month. Oh my god. But yeah, we'll talk about that. All right, shout outs though, guys. Let me get this track coming up here from. Also, shout outs to Roger with the 17 months of membership. Thank you so much, Roger. I appreciate that. Hey, what up, Psycho Pie? What up, Nimar? What up, Figure Drawing? What up? Shout outs, guys. Digimon Time Stranger. Digimon Time Stranger music. Let's go. Let's get the boss theme. What up, Ultra? Welcome, man. How you doing today? Let's see here. Hey, what up, Nullify? What's good? What's up, Game Double M? What's up, Kevin EPD? What is good? What is good, guys? Shout outs to everybody here. Appreciate all the homies coming through. Make sure you guys hit that like button. Hit that like. If you have not hit that like button, hit that like button. Let them know that we're streaming right now. Let's go. Let's go. What up? Red Wizards need food badly. That's Nin128. What up, Nin? What up, Kevin? What up, Ninmar? I'm not reading your message, Ultra. I'm not reading your message, man. No. Let's see here. My music request is Crash Site from Astrobot. All right. I got you. Crash Site. That'll be up next, all right? Appreciate that. We'll get that up next. Dane Gonzalez, what up, Dane? What up, Johnny? Happy Hump Day. Yo, what up, Chrono Rig? What's up, guys? Federico, what up? Figure Drawing, what up? Flydius, what up? Yiggity Yak Diesel. Yo, Yak Diesel's here. PC Chalice, Party Man. Dior couldn't stay, but shout outs to Dior if you watch the replay. Figure Drawing, what up, man? Let's see here. What is good? I think I pretty much got almost everybody. Kevin, EP9, JD, what up? Excuse me. What is good? What is good? I'm not reading it, man. I'm not reading it, Ultra. I mean, I'm not gonna read it. I don't feel like reading it. What up, Micah? What up, Pensers? What up, Jamar? I forgot you stream on Wednesdays now, so I didn't even think about the stream. Yeah, I guess that's something where I shouldn't have to apologize because, you know, like, I usually don't stream on Wednesdays. It's a bonus. So I'm going to be doing bonuses for the end of my life because I owe you guys precisely like 180 bonuses or more than that. So, yeah, there's also that. Thanks for appreciating my request there, Ultra. I appreciate that, fam. Shout outs to Dane. Thank you. Yeah, I don't need to read it. You're right. I don't. I do not need to read it, and I'm not going to. Let's see here. All right. Astrobot music up next. Crash Site. What up, Superpower Man? Welcome. Hey, we're going to have a nice user-driven show today. You guys make sure you let me know what topics, video game topics you want to get into, but we're going to have to talk about a lot of this stuff that's happening here. The Switch 2, let's start off there with the June sales for the Circana. Switch 2 was number 1. Star Fox was number 4. Pretty good explosion of sales there. Switch 2 still 11% ahead of the Switch 1. And it sold over 6.25 million units here in the US. It is by far the second fastest selling system behind the GBA here in the US. It's still selling great, over 350,000 units plus estimated to be sold. Not bad at all. People are loading up before that price increase comes out. There was a drop from year on year, and that's what you're seeing. Websites are clickbaiting that, but what they aren't telling you, obviously they're not going to tell you in the title, is that, yeah, year on year there's a drop because last year was the launch of the Switch 2. So you're not going to match the launch of a system in the summertime. So websites aren't saying that, and they're using that to clickbait and say PlayStation and Nintendo are down, Xbox is up. But what they forgot to tell you, or not that they forgot, but what they didn't put in the title was Xbox was still a distant third place, and it doubled its sales, but its sales were so pathetic, its sales were so bad, a doubling of the sales still put it well below, hundreds of thousands of units below the Switch 2, and still a good bit below the PlayStation 5. So that's what and also there's the impending price increase that's coming as well. I think, when is the price increase for Xbox? What is that, July? Is that July for the price increase? It's already went up or something, or I forgot exactly when the price increase, but there's also that impending price increase definitely helped boost the sales a bit too. But yeah, Xbox channels and Xbox content creators that believe in propaganda ran with that, like they believed with Game Pass propaganda, like they believed with Phil Spencer propaganda, like they believed with everything propaganda, like they usually believe. And I'm saying that jokingly. When I say propaganda, I'm jokingly saying that. But you guys know how Xbox content creators are, and you guys know how they act when they get certain news, you know, so they don't necessarily like telling the whole truth. So that's what Chrono Rig was referring to earlier, you know. Let's see here. So sales are going well. However, a reminder time a year back. What up, Varkster? We're saying Switch 2 was going to flop at launch, and then that was going to flop after 3 months, then after a year. Can't make it up. Yeah, we had a lot of content creators saying that, but once again, we're here about the truth here. If it wasn't doing well, then we'd say it wasn't doing well. If it's doing well, it's doing well. I think in today's day, it's tough though, Varkster, right, man? Everything's so expensive. People can be very picky on what they do when it comes to systems, but I think that 350,000 to 390,000 units, somewhere in that range, that is freaking incredible, man. That is a very good June. I mean, June is usually the quiet months for systems. This is usually the worst sales period, is June. Like, June, like, early in the year can be not as good, but you got rebates and gift cards and stuff like that. But middle of the year, it's usually pretty bad for sales, and there's not as many releases. And then the end of the year, it picks up dramatically. Now, obviously, it's going to pick up dramatically because GTA is coming out. So, and I'm pretty sure Sony's going to have a huge Black Friday deal. But Nintendo's also going to have their own deals, and websites are also going to give deals on Switch 2. You're going to see a Switch 2 for $450 with the game, or, you know, $400. Like, you're going to see some deals on Switch 2 by the end of the year. You absolutely will. And there's going to be Legend of Zelda. There's probably going to be a new Legend of Zelda bundle. There's probably going to be a new Legend of Zelda bundle, Ocarina of Time, And that's probably going to be massive. So it's going to pick up quite a bit, but not bad at all for like June, you know, when it comes to June sales. Generals and Merchants, I picked Switch 2 sell big. Give me 1 second here, guys. Hey guys, real quick, give me 1 second. Hold your thoughts, guys. Hold your thoughts. Hold your questions. It's coming. I'm gonna answer everything. I just gotta help something out with my wife because she needed some help real quick. Okay, so just give me 1 second and I'll be right back. Okay. Damage Controlling Fanboy, thank you for the membership. I do appreciate that. Shout out to the tuned in tier. I'll be right back. Okay, guys. All right. Sorry about that, guys. Okay. So yeah, August 1st for the sales increase. So I think, or the sales price hike. So there you go. Anyway, I predict Switch 2 will sell big time in August due to the price increase that will be happening in September. Yeah, I mean, I'm pretty sure it'll get a little bump. No, I don't watch those content creators that you're talking about. Nah. Excuse me. Yo, Mega Lee, thank you, Mega Lee, for the membership as well. Shout outs to Tune In Tiers. Shout outs to the Tune In Tiers coming back. Yo, let's go, guys. Exclamation mark member, lowercase. You guys want to join up? Tune In Tier. It's only $1 if you enjoy these live streams. Oh no. Oh, here we go again. Sorry about that, guys. The freaking every now and then, man. Every few weeks, my keyboard just messes up. Every time, man. Jesus. Okay, yeah, I think we're good. I caught it way quicker this time. I'm like used to it happening, so I can catch it as soon as possible. Thank you, Mega Lee, with the tune-in tier. Also, shout outs to Varkster with the 20 Aussie. It's about 17. Oh, is that 17? Yeah, about 17. Don't understand the Switch 2 Ocarina of Time bundle. It's coming, and it will choke slam the sales during the holiday. I see it. I see a lot of raving online about it, but it's no small deal. That's for sure. Most viewed trailer at Summer Games Fest after all. Oh yeah. It's going to be huge. Like Varkster. I mean, that's something that I guess we can talk about that maybe in a video or something like that more. Real quick, let's see here. So yeah, that's one thing that I think it's going to be big. Like, we have to wait and see exactly how Nintendo's going to do that bundle. But I do believe, okay, so that's 14. All right, shout out. Thank you for the 14. I appreciate that, Varkster. I do believe Nintendo's going to have a pretty crazy bundle when it comes down to what they're doing there. Big love, thank you for that, man. That gets us to 21 on the board. You're now the Hokage with the $14. Anybody does 14 or more, you can put out Varkster on there. But yeah, I believe, Varkster, there's going to be a huge bundle. A huge bundle with Ocarina of Time, and it's going to be really good. Like, I'm guessing it's going to be $550, but, you know, we'll see. We'll see what they do with that. I know they can probably get away with pricing it a bit higher than normal, but I don't know exactly how they're going to do. Like, I don't know what the bundle's going to entail. Like, are we going to have a golden cartridge? Are we going to have, you know, what special editions are we going to have? Like, they need to really take advantage of that. I mean, there's no games that can really stand up to GTA, but if there's any game that can at least give Switch 2 a nice shot to be relevant during the holiday despite GTA, It's Ocarina of Time. Like, what game can you think of that has like some type of like legendary track record? You know, what other game than Ocarina, right? Like, Ocarina is like the only game that I can think of that Nintendo could have launched this holiday that has, like I would say, like legacy prestige. Not necessarily the most sales, but legacy and prestige that will still get headlines despite GTA. GTA is gonna dominate. I still think GTA is gonna dominate. PS5 is gonna do really well. Even Xbox can do maybe better than what they usually do. But if there's anything that can actually step up there, you know, it's going to be Ocarina of Time. You know, I don't know about the new trademark for Zelda. I don't know what that means. A new trademark. I don't know. I'm not sure. Mile J planning on picking up Splatoon, picking up Raiders from Splatoon on my way home from work today. Picking up Raiders. Okay, Splatoon Raiders for the way home from work. All right, shout outs, man. Appreciate that. Let's go. Oh yeah, I guess you're in. Okay, hold up. I hover over it and it's in Japanese, right? I really need to brush up on my Japanese. I promise I will work on my Japanese to the user that's there in the chat. Shout outs. I appreciate you. Hopefully you can hear what I'm saying and all that. But yeah, I need to work on that. But yes, Splatoon Raiders, it's coming out soon in Japan. Are you in Japan? So it's coming out soon, right? Let's see here. OJ, what's your opinion on people talking about the 8 out of 10 curse? There is no 8 out of 10 curse. What people need to realize is that that's how everything's always been from the beginning with Nintendo. When it comes to Switch 1, you go back and look at the Switch 1, it was the same thing. Games would always get right around an 8 out of 10. It was the same thing unless it's Mario or Zelda. Unless it's Mario or Zelda, then it's not 8 out of 10. But if it's non-Mario or Zelda, it's that. So it's the same thing with Switch 1. So there is no actual curse. It was the same exact thing. Go back and look at the Switch 1 scores. Xenoblade, what else? ARMS. That was a high 70s. People were saying, oh, it's like a high 78, 79. Splatoon 2, Pokken Tournament, like all the games got the same thing except for Mario and Zelda. Everything else got like a 8 out of 10 or like 7, high 7 or 8 out of 10. So no, it's the same thing as Switch 1. I checked my friends list and a few Japanese friends are playing Raiders right now. Nice. How many hardcore gamers emerge after GTA 6 and Madden 27 release? How many hardcore gamers emerge? What does that mean, Jay Loomis? Let's see. They're 13 hours ahead. It's morning. Okay, yeah. 13 hours ahead. Got you. Yes, I'm in Japan right now. And Splatoon Raiders is already out. Okay, so you're going to go to work, and then you get it from work, and then you come back and play. Nice. All right, there you go. Yeah, because you're 13 hours ahead. So I'm in California, so I'm pretty far back. It's still yesterday for me, you know. I'm yesterday for you. Okay, so okay, cool, good stuff. I wish that the time wasn't so far back, but it looks like maybe they're planning on getting rid of daylight savings, so maybe that'll help a little bit. We'll see if they actually do. We'll see if they actually do, man. Let's see here. June 2026, and we still talk about Nintendo Land. I know, seriously. June 2026, we still talk about Nintendo Land. Yeah, all the review scores, it's the same with Switch 1. If it's Mario or Zelda, it's above an 8 out of 10. It's probably like a 9 out of 10. If it's anything else outside of that, it's like an 8 or it's like a high 7. That's how it's always been for Nintendo. Don't listen to these Nintendo content creators that like to just ignore everything to push whatever narrative. Like, look at the Switch 1, guys. It was the same thing with Switch 1. Mario Tennis Aces, Xenoblade 2. You can look at all the games. If it's Smash Brothers. But all the games that came out for the Switch 1 in the first year, 2 years, 3 years, the same thing. Hey, shout outs to Joe Jones. Thank you for the subscription, man. I appreciate that. Let's see here. Splatoon Raiders looks like a legit Switch 2 hardware game, using it efficiently. Yeah, I think that if this game was on Switch 1, I don't think this game would run at 60 FPS on Switch 1. I don't think it would. I think they'd have to make some adjustments to as many enemies that are on screen. I think they have to make some adjustments. Obviously, resolution would be not as good. It would definitely be pared back. I mean, could they make a version run at 60 FPS? I mean, sure, they can do something, but I don't think it'd be the same exact game because there's tons of enemies on screen. The environments are way bigger, so yeah, they definitely use the Switch 2. I don't think they're using the Switch 2 like to its full like power, but they're definitely using the Switch 2. 100% they're using it. Also, overclock. Combo breakers. We got an overclock on the board. Let's go. 15-minute extension on tonight's stream. Overclock. Let's go. Thank you guys so much for that support. I appreciate it. I do appreciate that. I'm going to actually adjust some of the overclock. The what's it called? I'm going to adjust how much the sound, because some of them are too loud. So I'm adjusting the sound on some of those. All right, there we go. I'm going to adjust the combo breaker a little bit. Going to adjust the, yeah, I'm just going to adjust all that. All right, there we go. I adjusted all that, so it's not going to be quite as loud. Yes, Ocarina of Time remake should definitely bring in gold OLED. Ooh, a gold OLED. I don't think an OLED's coming, but I do think that we could get like a gold system or something. So yeah. It says Nintendo Land said that Nintendo used to have incredibly high quality games, and that's why 8 out of 10 is a problem. They still have those. Obviously Donkey Kong is an incredibly high quality game. Obviously they have Pokemon Pocopia. That's a super high quality game, you know. But I don't know. Are we judging games based off of Metacritic review scores? I mean, I don't know if we're judging what's a super high quality game based off of Metacritic. I don't know. I think I base it off of like the game itself, and you know, when you play the game. I think that Star Fox is really high quality. I think that Splatoon Raiders is a really high quality. Obviously there's a lot of the games that have come out are super high quality. I think that, heck, Hyrule Warriors Age of Imprisonment is really high quality, and if you look at that game runs way better and is way better quality than Hyrule Warriors Age of Calamity. Yet it's like the same review score. So that's why I'm saying, like, you can't judge it simply based off the Metacritic reviews in terms of what's a high quality game or not. I think you have to base it off of like what you play, not just, you know. And like I said, Nintendo Land, he's a bit, you know, he's Nintendo Land, right? So he looks at things very basically on the surface, and then gives his take from there, right? So you also have to factor that in, which is okay. He's just a different type of Nintendo fan. But someone like me, who's been around for a very long time, who kind of knows the ins and outs of gaming a lot better than he does, I'm going to give you guys exactly how it's supposed to be. I'm going to give you guys the truth when it comes down to it. But like I said, don't ever think that a high quality game is based off of just Metacritic. That's an insane piece of logic. That's just crazy to me. And I think most people know that you can't take Metacritic as the be-all, end-all factor for what a high-quality game is, and it's definitely not based off of if. And on top of that, 8 out of 10 is a high-quality game. You know, 8 out of 10 is an actual high-quality game. That's the funny thing about it. 8 out of 10 is a high-quality game, even based off of their own rating systems. 8 out of 10 is a high-quality game. So also keep that in mind. Let's see here. Off topic, but anybody that doesn't want Metal Gear on a keycard version, Switch 1 version will have a free upgrade to the Switch 2 version. Does it have the full thing on there, Frankie? Tedderland said Donkey Kong Bonanza didn't sell very well, but it did. So once again, he doesn't really, like I said, Nintendo Land. He's a cool guy. I think he's a cool guy, but he doesn't know what he's talking about when it comes to like financials and things like that. He kind of just says stuff off the cuff. So that's okay. You know, no problem. That's why I'm here. You know, I'm here to set you guys straight. You know, I'm here to let you guys know the truth when it comes down to it, because I've got decades worth of experience in covering Nintendo, more so than just being a fan. And you know, he's just kind of more like a fan that randomly gets into something and just talks, whereas I'm more of like, I can analyze things from a business perspective and kind of look, and I have a pretty good encyclopedia of what sold, expectations, things like that. So I can give you guys, if something did bad, I'll tell you it did bad. If something did good, I'll tell you it did good, and I'll tell you guys why, you know, not just my opinion of what I think, you know. Deported with the $5 dono says, the best judge of quality, meaningful content is Dark Side Phil. Yo, let's go. Shout out to Dark Side Phil. Let's get it, man. Let's go. Thank you for the support, man. I appreciate that. Thank you for the 5. Peace Walker is fully on cart. MGS4 is partial. Okay. So yeah, it's still kind of like a game key card to a degree. Yeah. Let's see here. Super Mario Odyssey 2017 was 10 out of 10, but difficult to surpass. Oh, that was a great game. That was a really high quality game. It was fantastic. You know what I'm saying? But once again, it's not just about Metacritic scores. It's not just about Metacritic scores. It's also about what you play. Like, Metacritic isn't always like 100% aligned with what you think. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can think something's high quality. It's not based off of Metacritic. That's not the be-all, end-all factor, in my opinion. Especially when you got, like, troll reviewers out there that are giving games, like, 4 out of 10s and stuff like that. So you can use it as a reference, and I always do, but you don't ever use it as, oh, this is the determining factor of if it's a super high-quality game, like, 100% or not. I mean, come on, that's silly. I'd argue that at the end of the day, the review matters versus people buying them could try to tank GTA 6 or Ocarina of Time. People still gonna buy them. I mean, yeah, that's true. I mean, obviously, sales and review scores are two different things, Ken. So yeah, I agree with that as well. Yeah, the Switch 1 version definitely requires a download, if I'm not correct, because I have Metal Gear Solid on Switch 1, and I think it requires a download. The Switch 2 version of the Metal Gear Solid Master Collection Volume 2, I think that's just a game key card. Switch 1 version is like a Switch 1 game key card, but you have one game on cartridge, and then like the other game you don't. I mean, I'm not 100% sure. I gotta double check, but yeah. I feel like more often than not, favorite games have good reviews. It's rare for that to not be the case. I mean, sure, but what's your definition of good reviews? You know what I'm saying? Like, 8 out of 10 could be a really good game for obviously many people, and then you can think that 8 out of 10 was actually a 9 out of 10. You can think that it was higher in your opinion. So, I mean, that's what I'm trying to say, Felipe. At the end of the day, you can't 100% just go off of a high-quality game is only based off of what Metacritic says. I think there's a basis for things, like that you set like a ground rule, and then you can say, okay, based off of when I play it, it can be higher or it can be lower. I mean, it can be lower. It doesn't always have to be higher. It can be lower. So that's what I'm trying to say. You know, like, you can't base that off of, oh, well, the only reason that's a high quality, if it's an 8 out of 10, it's not high quality. That's insane. That's stupidity and insane logic. That's dumb. Justin with the 3. I appreciate that. Justin, let's go.
Are you saying mixtape isn't high quality gaming just because it has a good score? Lol, can I get some low quality Nintendo music Donkey Kong Atari version?
Oh man, I'm telling you, yeah. I mean, mixtape is one of those things. Mixtape has an incredible review score, and then a lot of gamers actually played it themselves and said, or saw it and was like, that's not a 10 out of 10. That's insane, right? So I think that's a perfect example of of gamers saying, no, it's not as good as what Metacritic says, so perfect example of that. I totally forgot about that game, by the way. Shout out to Deported with the 5 and says, certain grifters review bombing the Odyssey because it features urban style individuals. Okay, I think I know who that urban style individual is. Thank you, Justin, with the 3. Shout out to Deported with the 5. Appreciate that. All right, let's get this music going, though. 34 on the combo board. We got an overclock, too, 30 minutes extension. Donkey Kong, Atari music. All right, super low quality. The full soundtrack. Oh, this is bad. Sorry for leveling that wall of text paragraph from the Star Fox sales video. Longtime fan says I didn't see that big wall of text. So let me scroll back up and see that wall of text. I'd argue. Okay, hold up. Yeah, I didn't see that wall of text. Can you put that wall of text again? Let's see here. Peace Walker. Okay, I already read that. I'd argue also at the end of the day, reviews matter. Okay, hold up. Yeah, I didn't see what wall of text you're talking about, Ken. I got Adventures of Elliot yesterday. Switch 2, 5 hours in so far. I'm mixed on the game. Super cool. Poster was in the game sleeve. Nice. Yeah, it was. Dragon Age Veilguard. Yeah, 9 out of 10 there, but the game was trash for some people. Shout outs to Deported. Also, yeah, no, you didn't leave a wall of text. You're good. You're good. What's up, Bad Set? Welcome to the stream. 10 out of 10 games for you include Minecraft, Super Mario Galaxy, Skylanders Giants, Sonic Colors, Mario and Sonic at the London 2012 Olympic Games. All right, good stuff there. Hey, what up, Tommy Raiku? Welcome to the stream. Do you ever think Mario Odyssey 2 was likely? I think they maybe thought about Mario Odyssey 2, then decided against it. So I think it's just going to be a brand new big Mario game, for the Switch 2. Those people are worried about Ocarina of Time remake might only be 50 to 60. So the $100 price tag for GTA makes a lot of sense as to not worry people. I'm not sure what's going on there. Worrying about price tag, that's stupid. So it's just people being weird on the internet. Did you ever? I already read that. Shout out to Denmar. Let's see here. Thank you. Also, I'd like the giant Kirby in the background now, please. Yeah, shout outs to the giant Kirby. Nahabino and Kirby are just chilling in the back there. I gotta get a separate power source though. I found my my portable like battery pack, and then I lost it. I literally found it. I found it underneath this chair, and then I lost it again. I don't know where it is. I had it, and then I lost it again, which is crazy because I lost my remote. Had to buy a new one. I lost my portable power bank. Might have to just buy a new one. So I need to get a new power bank source because my other one died, so I can light that Triforce back up. But yeah, it's all good. I got some Metroid posters too. I might put a Metroid poster right here, right there in that blank spot. I might put a Metroid Prime 4 poster. It's kind of just an empty spot right there, so we might put one. But we'll see. Let's see here. Varks, I'm actually pretty pumped for Metal Gear Solid Collection 2. Played tons of Peace Walker along with Monster Hunter on the PSP back when Sony was still Sony was a better company. Yeah, I know. Seriously, man. Seriously. Is Nahabino plush new? No, I've had that Nahabino plush since 2021. Atlas gave that to me a long time ago. 5 years ago now, going on 5 years. So yeah, it's old. I just don't always have it in my streams. Let's see here. I can see that you got SMT5 protagonist plushie. Nice, yeah. Nahabino's favorite. Dragon's Dogma 2 is my my favorite RPG of all time, and I'm glad it's coming to Switch 2. Nice, okay. Why is it your favorite RPG of all time, Kev Unlocked? Maybe that'll be a topic that we can have for upcoming stream. Yeah, the traditional losing cords for Athena's a gamer. Forgot many cables I've lost. I mean, I've definitely lost cables over the years, but I have never lost a remote to my TV, which seems like that's something that you would lose. But I've never lost a remote to my TV, and I lost the remote to my TV, which is I still have not found that remote to my TV, which is crazy that I lost it because it was like 1 second it was here, the next second it was gone, and I do not know where it is. So, and that power bank is gone too. I have no idea where that power bank is, and I clean my room too. Like 100% clean my room. Got through all my mail, ripped up everything that I didn't need, took all the mail that was important so I can take care of that later, and I do not know where that freaking, I do not know where that remote or that power bank is. It vanished. Yeah, it vanished, man. I mean, I thought maybe for a second that it was in like my, that I put it here, but I didn't. I thought maybe I put it in my Switch 2 carrying case that I carry with me, but it's not there either, so... so there's that. Can I see if the Wii U gamepad can be a replacement for the TV remote if you lose it again? Yeah, the Wii U gamepad. It used to be a universal remote. I don't have a favorite Skylanders game, Ultra. Let's see here. Check the couch. I did. I checked the couch cushions. I checked underneath the couch. I checked the couch cushions. I mean, that's obviously the... that's like the first place that you check. I checked underneath. I checked... all around. I do not know where my remote went. I have no idea. And I had it too. It was so funny. I was watching Digino Gaming and I had it. I turned on my TV. I set it down and I do not know where it went. I thought maybe my son came and grabbed it and put it somewhere, but I mean, I don't think he did because he doesn't hide things. He just puts things. He might pick something up and then just put it somewhere else and it's like really easy to find. So, dude, I don't know. I don't know where it's at, man. So I bought another one though. I bought another Magic remote. This one, I bought a new one. So it's nice. They're not bad. They're only $20 for the remote. So, the couch ate in deposit in another dimension. I mean, that's what it seems like it's going to. It did. I don't like Apple, so I'm more of a Samsung person. I took it and I ate it. Okay, Micah, can I have it back, please? Can you guys? Okay, here's what I would like though. That's fine. My remote's gone, but I would like you guys to hit the like button. So if you have not hit the like button, hit the like button. We got 200 plus people watching, so we definitely need more likes. More likes on here. Let's go. Gotta be, dude. It's not in this room, man. It's not in this room. I don't know where it's at, but it's not here. I literally cleaned everything. I looked through everything. This is not a massive room. It's not a super small room, but it's not a big room either. Like everything's kind of condensed a little bit. So it's not like I would have a lot of space to lose it. And I've looked everywhere, you know? So I don't know what happened, bro. I legitimately don't know what happened. Maybe a monster took it. Maybe a monster did. But, all right, hold up. I got to get my 30 minutes. We got to Okay, I already did the overclock. Or did I not? Okay, yeah, 30-minute overclock. Let's go!
Overclock Buster!
Yo, shout-outs, guys. Appreciate that. Overclock Buster. Stream clock extended 30 minutes. We're at 34 on the board. We get to 45, so 11 combos away. We've got another one. Another 45-minute extension on tonight's stream. Let's go. The remote was already eaten by me. Micah ate the remote. You know, he ate the remote. Maybe you can check every place and corner. Bro, I did already. I don't know what part of me said I already did. I already did, guys. The remote's not here, so maybe I took it out of the room. I don't know. But it's not here. I checked every corner. I checked every nook and cranny. I looked everywhere. It's not in this room. It's somewhere else, so I gotta find it. Or actually, I don't gotta find it. I already bought a replacement remote, so I don't know where it is. Whatever, you know? So there you go. I hope you didn't throw it out. Even if I did, I got a new remote. So I mean, if I threw it out, it's fine. I got the exact same remote for my TV, so it don't really matter. So Star Fox sales are pretty exciting. Yeah, it's good to see that Star Fox was number 4 on the bestsellers overall for the Circana. Also, it's been top seller on the eShop, top seller on Amazon. It's been good. It's been real good. It's been super, super, super good. So, I mean, I'm hoping that this will lead to a new Star Fox game. You know, that's what I put in the title. I think that if it did lead to a new Star Fox game, that would be great. But right now, it's looking good. Right now, it's looking like really, really, really good for the game. So I hope that it continues to push. Hopes it keeps going and keeps going and keeps going when it comes to that. But right now, you know, Splatoon Raiders is doing pretty good. Switch 2 is doing pretty good. Shoutouts to Mr. Alan Ruiz with 59 months. Joan Interior says, in the refrigerator, it happened months before. You know what? The fridge is something that it could happen. Yes, it could have happened. I will double check the fridge. We got a double like French door opening fridge and a bottom compartment. So I will double check the fridge if it's there. That could happen. You know, I can see that. Or maybe the top of the fridge. Let me see. I'll look. I'll take a look. But I don't think so, but I'll take a look. We also have an update on Switch 2 sales numbers. When it comes to Amazon, it was at 10K for the choose your game bundle on Amazon. That's been doubled down to 20K plus people buying. So a lot of people are picking up the choose your game bundle when it comes to local distribution. So not bad at all for that. Splatoon Raiders is also number 1 on the bestsellers list. 10K plus people in terms of delivery centers. So I think Splatoon Raiders is going to have a solid launch. It's also number 1 on the eShop too in multiple regions, Japan and the US. So I think people are going to play it a lot. It's been described by, I think SkillUp described it as Doom, Borderlands, Doom, Borderlands, and Destiny. Nintendo child-friendly take on Doom, Borderlands, and Destiny. So yeah, there you go on that one. Let's see here. Tomodachi Life at number 6 is pretty damn good. Yep. 1 million subs. Hey, man, I'm just happy to get you guys content. Also, big love to, I think somebody else hit the membership too. Dingo on my 40. Thank you for the 76 months of membership, man. I appreciate that. Let's go. Thank you for the 76 months. Favorite Sonic game? Sonic and Knuckles. Let's see here. I want Nintendo news. I hope next week is the week Nintendo news. Nintendo news every single week. Let's see here. Justin with the 3. Let's go, Justin.
Do you think Switch 2 would have been rough without DLSS?
Yes. Yeah, it would have been rough. So I'm glad. But they would have made the system more powerful, though, if they didn't have DLSS. So if they didn't have DLSS, they would have made the system just more power. It would have been more powerful at the top. But it also might have cost more. So there's also that. Thank you, Justin, with another 3. I appreciate that. Also, thank you, Kevin, with the 2. Can I get any music from Punch-Out NES version? Yes, you can. NES Punch-Out. NES Punch-Out music. All right. No, I don't want the title. All right, here we go. Also, Jay Views with the 9 months is what up. Grabbing my physical Raiders tomorrow morning. Amiibo coming on Friday. Gonna be a great weekend. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Kev Unlocked has a response and says, my response, Dragon's Dogma 2 is my favorite RPG of all time because 1, phenomenal character creator, 2, super fun exploration, 3, very fun mechanics, and 4, pawn system, 5, class variety. All right, that's thank you, Kev Unlocked. I like that answer. That's pretty good. It's pretty good. Let's see here. Hey, OJ, I applied for the network test for Dustbloods today. Don't think I'll get in. You got to stop being so negative. You might get in, bro. You got to be more positive. I applied for it as well. Hopefully I get in, but, you know, you got to be positive. I think you'll get in. We'll see. You think Nintendo News is coming with Gamescom as they used to skip it? I mean, they've been at Gamescom a few years, Ken. So they don't usually, I mean, I don't know if they skip it all the time, but they've been at Gamescom a number of years. But I don't think there's going to be anything substantial, no. Like, I don't think they're probably just going to demo games coming up. So, I mean, maybe we get, like, you know, they show off more of Splatoon, or wait, hold up. When is Gamescom? How about that? When is Gamescom? I applied for it too, but I did it a couple hours back, and the site said it'd be who applied first. So it's a first come, first serve. Oh, is it really based off of who applies first? I didn't see where did they say that, Draconic Gamer? I did apply right at 7 a.m. Like, I was waiting, and I had like I had my clock up, so to the second, I applied as soon as I could, and I was quick. So I was probably one of the first lot to apply. So, but yeah, I didn't see that. I didn't see that. August 25th. Okay, so maybe they bring Fire Emblem, maybe they bring Nintendo Switch Sports Resort, maybe they bring some of the previous games to there, and maybe they bring, what else? And maybe they just say Ocarina of Time's coming. Maybe they have Dustbloods there. Maybe they have more Dustbloods there or something. I did see some of the developer interview for Splatoon Raiders, but I didn't read the whole thing. I mean, it's long. I want to say that Amazon messed up my order and got me the wrong package. I want Sonic Cross Shadow Generations. We'll try again. Oh man, sorry about that, Sean. Yo, Puchata, thank you for the Twitch Prime sub. Let's go, or the Tier 1 sub. Let's go, man. Thank you so much. I appreciate that Tier 1 over there on Twitch. Let's get some combos up on the board for that. We are close, guys. We are close for that 45-minute extension. 4 combos away. Thank you so much, Puchata. What's up, Mr. Davis? I can see your comments. What's good, brother? Avatar game. Am I gonna pick up that? I don't know if I'm gonna pick up that Avatar fighting game. I mean, not right now. Maybe later. Nintendo Hybrid will be 8K, 60 FPS. Yeah, probably not, man. But it's all good. Nintendo confirmed they would be there this year with demos for Switch Sports Resort, Splatoon Raiders. Could be more, but those are confirmed. Okay, yeah, that's what I was thinking. Nothing new, just stuff that we already got, you know. It makes no sense considering it's 5 days. Or people will probably get the second play who didn't get this one. Wait, what are you okay, you talking about something else, Superpower Man? Okay, I don't know what he's talking about. What are your thoughts on what they will charge for Dustbloods? I'm not sure. I don't know. Like, I barely even know what type of game it is. Like, I gotta see what the content is. I gotta see. I don't know what the game is gonna be. But I mean, there was a post, like, I guess a place in Ohio that had a placeholder for 70. But I don't know what they're gonna do, man. It's hard to judge what Nintendo's gonna do with the Dustbloods. I barely even know what the game is, you know. So there's also that. Like, I don't know what the game is. We're gonna be able to play it soon. So I'm guessing we're gonna get some previews on content and what it's going to be, you know, and all that. So I think it's coming up, man. It's coming up soon here, so we just gotta look out for that. You know, and hopefully it's good. OJ, what do you think Orbitals will score when it comes out? Orbitals will probably be like a mid 80s or so. Announce a new game next week. They're not announcing any new game next week. Do you think we'll get Zelda Direct and a Direct in September, or will be Zelda Direct? Yeah, I've talked about that many times in my videos, Tommy. I mean, it could be either or. Like, there's no I can't tell you definitively it's going to be one or the other. So it can be either or. They can do it like they did with Mario, or they can just do it separate, you know. I can answer all the Dustbloods questions. Please, Superpower Man, can you give me your thoughts? Can you give me your ideas? Can you give me... Please educate me about what you... I know you're a big From Software guy. And the fighting game guy. So the floor is yours, brother. Give me all what you think. I want to hear your comments, because I don't know what I'm talking about when it comes to the Dustbloods. I have no idea. I mean, I've played a lot of the From Software games, but I mean, like, I'm not a From Software expert by any means, you know.
Hey, you. I want to shake your hand.
Justin with another 3. Let's
What do you
go.
think the One More Thing Day and Date third-party game for the September Direct will be? The pattern is obvious now. I'm guessing maybe that Stranger in Heaven game or Persona something Sega.
Yeah, what are the big Japanese game? Whatever big Japanese game that has not been announced yet, one of them will be announced this year. Yes, I agree with that. That's the pattern. The pattern is one of them will be announced this year. That's a video in its own right there, you know? $70 for basically a live service game on Nintendo platform away from software fans will be a tough sell. It might be DOA at that price. I mean, I don't know what it's going to be. I gotta wait and see what it is, you know, first and foremost. You know, I don't know. It might be DOA, and if it is, then it is. I mean, but we'll see. I'm not sure. Yeah, I mean, you're just making up numbers and stuffs at this point, Ultra. That's none of that is relevant right now, man. Source that it's a live service. I mean, it's not a live service as in we don't know if it's exactly like built like a live service game. It's built as an online multiplayer game. So I mean, an always online or a predominantly multiplayer game doesn't have to always be called a live service game, but I understand why he would call it a live service game. But we don't know if there's the live service elements like the microtransactions and all that. I mean, I don't know. I have no idea. It might just be you buy the game and you get weekly updates or you get monthly updates and you get things, and that's just the game. That's what the game is, and that's what you play, and they're not nickel and diming you like live service games do, or events and things like that, right? Live events in games, that's what live service means. So like live events, like, oh, this weekend there's this, or there's this. Like, there's nothing that, I don't think they've said anything about that yet, but we have to, just like I said, we just have to wait and see, man. It's I don't know what the game is. It's from Soft's dream game they wanted to make, so odds are they put a lot. I mean, I know people say that, but this was going to be a Switch 1 game, so their dream game was a Switch 1 game? I don't know. Their dream game was a Switch 1 game? Bro, like, if Nintendo doesn't step in here, listen, I don't trust From Software on stuff like that. I think Nintendo came in with a lot of money and they took the bag, you know? They took the bag and they made the game, but their dream game was a Switch 1 title? Something tells that there's something fishy about that. I mean, originally it started out as a Switch 1 title. Now it's a Switch 2 game. But I don't know, man. Let's see. The Super Smash... okay, yeah, I'm not... Okay, Super Smash Brothers movie. Yeah, okay, you're just putting out just weird predictions and stuff. Okay, shoutouts. It's a 8-player 8 versus game. Well, no, 8 players total, not 8 on 8, because that means they said that it's a 8 players in one match. So it's not 16 players in one match. It's 8 players in one match. Players have secret roles. The environment can have random shakeups. Bosses can spawn and players have to defeat it together. Is that like a confirmed thing that you have to work together with other players to defeat bosses? Okay, so if that's what this game is, then I'm definitely a bit more positive about the game than not. Because, like, you know, I mean, don't get me wrong. Like, I don't mind, obviously, competitive, you know, but I mean, like, competitive melee type games are not my jam. Like, a shooting game I get, but like competitive melee, like, that are not like fighting games, I'm not a huge fan of those. You know, like there's been like Anarchy Reigns, there's other games that have came out and have like Ninjala, you know, like melee based competitive games, and those are okay, don't get me wrong, but they're not my favorite. I'll be honest, they're not my favorite. So, but we'll see. But I mean, if you have events and bosses that spawn and you have to go take them out together, or you can potentially fight against each other or form alliances and things like that and backstab people, but then you can also roll and do things like to further the progress of the game. Like, that's cool. But like I said, I don't know anything about the structure. It's hard to be like, all right, yeah, cool. And it's like, I don't know what they're going to do, you know? What do I think about, you mean Air Riders? You mean like the Kirby game? Oh, I think it's cool. I haven't put a ton of time into it, but from everything that I played, it was a lot of fun. Justin loves the game though. It's awesome. I think From Software took the bag. Yes, same as them for Sony exclusives. Yeah, like they said it was PvPvE. That's true. They did say PvPvE. Yeah. So I'm assuming it'll be PvP and co-op options. Okay, that's what I want to see. I just want to see what the structure is. Like if it's co-op and it's like dope co-op and stuff, and it's like super fun and innovative, then I'm all down for it, you know. But I'm not a From Software guy. I'm not a big fan of the games, you know. So I have to. I'm holding my judgment whether it's going to be incredible or not until I play it. Now I can still acknowledge if it's not for me. That doesn't mean the game's trash. That doesn't mean the game's bad. Like if I see the quality within the game, I'll say, hey, this is a pretty good quality game. It's just not for me. You know, that's one thing that I will do. I won't sit there and say that the game is trash just because I don't like it, you know? Yo, Terrence, his real name is Terrence with the $5 says, OJ, what it do, baby? Just locked in on the stream. Why aren't you telling me Trail Series is good? I've said Trail Series is good. I just got a copy of Best Buy on sale for $39.99. Switch 2 patch was $1. Yeah, I said that in my video today. We talked about Trails in the Sky and how we need those AA RPGs. Like I literally talked about it today, but no, it's all good, brother. We talked about it a lot last year too, like Trails in the Sky first chapter. Dan Dips also with the $5 dono says, DJ OJ, can you play some Fatal Fury Jams track 2 Honest? Thanks for all you do, OJ. Mustard on the week though. Hey, shout outs, appreciate you, Dan Dips. Big man. The big man Dan Dips. All right, let's see here. Fatal Fury. We'll play some Trails in the Sky first chapter music for you too, Terrence. Appreciate you, fam. Fatal Fury 2 Honest. All right, here we go. I'm too honest. I'm trying to be too honest. Thank you for that, guys. I appreciate it. Miller Light says I'm saying if it was an only online game, I think it might be tough for Nintendo to get OnlyFans to base into it. But I'm saying it's multiplayer and only have one player mode, so I'm sorry for missing. I didn't say anything about a one player mode. I don't know where that came from. Where did it say that? Superpower Man says you can sprint, double jump, and super jump. The secret roles give you extra points. Find your rival or your companion. After a match, you get rewards to customize your character. You're explaining it to me, and I'm still confused. I'm like, dude, I'm still just doing the freaking speed meme right now. So I hope it works out. I hope it does. I'm so excited for Splatoon Raiders tomorrow. I like how you can go through ground layers. Reminds me of DK Bonanza. Yeah, little sub-level stuff. I applied for the beta this morning and made me realize I never played a From Software game. Yeah, it made me realize I played way more From Software games than I think that I did. When they said check all the games that you've played before, and I'm like, oh, I played Dark Souls, I played Demon Souls, I played Bloodborne, I played Elden Ring, I kind of played a lot of these games. It made me realize that I played a lot more than I thought, but I just haven't played any, like, in a hot minute, I guess. But I played a lot of them. I played Armored Core. I mean, I played a lot of From Software games. Thank you guys for the double donos. We got that up to 54 on the board. You guys know what that means. That's an overclock. We out here. That is a combo breaker to the Noah and Mio. Not Noah and Mio. Not yet. Almost. Just Noah. Hit him with that. Thank you guys so much. I appreciate that. Also picked up today has ironically been a series looked at. Done with Dragon Quest 1-2 Remake. Okay, cool. Good stuff. Well, my copy of Splatoon Raiders got delayed till Monday. That's completely garbage. Sorry about that, Mario. Played Dark Souls, Armored Core, Sure Tenshu was another one. Nice. If I do get in, I'd expect some video with results on what you think about the game. Yeah, I'll definitely do that. I'm assuming I'll be playing Splatoon Raiders tonight at 9 o'clock Pacific time over here on the West Coast. That's usually how they happen. Yes, you can if you want. Yep, that'll be a thing. JD with the 5. Replaying Kirby and the Forgotten Land Switch 2 right now. Never played it on Switch 1. Ooh. Man, I bet you're having a lot of fun. But man, this game is, oh yeah. Dude, that's 60 FPS. It just made me give me goosebumps right now. I wish I waited and played that. Obviously, I can't for work. But man, that would have been nice to play it at that 60. It's so silky smooth. The resolution is way better. Dude, it's so much better on Switch 2. It's like a much better game. Like that game, 30 FPS is fine. Like it works for the game. But man, the 60 FPS just makes it all kind of come together. Plus you get the Star-Crossed World content or whatever, you know? So yeah, it's really good on Switch 2. It's super good. I need to replay that. I think I just need to completely just replay that game. Thank you for the 5, man. I appreciate that. 59 on the board. We are close to the Noah and Mio. Let's go, guys. I appreciate that. Very close. And, of course, getting towards that platinum. Let's go further. Hey, shout-outs, Ultra. I appreciate you, fam. I paid, my copy of Splatoon Raiders. Okay, you got delayed till Monday on Amazon. I'm not too upset because, I'll be away this weekend anyways. Okay, cool, little light. So it all worked out, you know. It all worked out. It all worked out. Did you play Jamboree for Switch 2? I think I did. Maybe. Did I play it? I played Jamboree on Switch 1. I don't know if I played the Switch 2 version. So, yeah, I don't know if I did. I don't think I did. You will replay the game after replaying all Xeno games on Switch 2 Edition. I didn't replay Definitive Edition. I played it, but I didn't replay it. Switch 2 version of Xenoblade 2, I will replay that. I will play that, yes, because I have to play that. I need to see the upgrades. I need to see the upgrades. So, is there anything else you want to tell us about the Dust Bloods Superpower Man? I don't even know where you got all this information from. Oh, man. I don't even know where you got it from. See so many people praying and hoping Dust Bloods is bad and a failure. So let me ask Superpower Man, are you on the interwebs like talking to From Software fans that are hating and all that? I want some insight. I know, Elias, maybe you've seen it a bit, and I have seen it a bit, but I don't interact with From Software fans because like I feel like they're gonna put like a hex on me or something like that. So I don't interact with those guys. I don't interact with them. I don't watch the videos because I feel like I'm gonna get cursed or like they have like voodoo dolls and stuff like that. So, I mean, I don't want to mess with them. So, does anybody... I have seen some hate from Software fans, but I just leave it alone. I don't correct them or anything. I just leave it alone. So, are you guys seeing that a little bit, or are you guys seeing that a lot? Let me know in the chat. There was a 3-page interview released a year ago. Okay, yeah, that 3-page interview. That's true. That's true. There is that 3-page interview. Yeah, I did see some of that, but I wasn't paying attention, I'll be honest. Like, I intentionally tuned that out. Got 2 friends from Software that'll cop a Switch. If Dust Bloods is good, most are just salty PC schizos. Is that what's going on? Do you agree with that, Superpower Man, Elias? I see hate all the time. Yes, they are crazy. They lie like crazy. Dude, people online, oh my god, online is like the bastion of lying. Like, Twitter is like the lie central. It's bot and lie central. So many people lie on Twitter. It's crazy. I mean, you see that all the time, but it's like wild how many people just straight up lie. People that like Power World people, the biggest liars of the like masters of the universe. He-Man, Pow-Man, master of the lying universe. Like Power World fans are Pinocchio. They are Lies of P. That's what Lies of P stands for. Lies of Power World. They are the biggest liars, manipulators, and frauds that I've ever seen. Like, the Power World fans online, they're so angry at Pokemon and all that, they will lie through their teeth just to get people to play the game or whatever, right? To make it seem as if it's doing so much better and that they did something and because of the lawsuit. Like, those are the biggest liars that I've ever seen in my life, is Power World fans. Like, they lie about everything. Like, they are not honest at all. like they're not honest about anything when it comes to Pokemon. Like, they are the most dishonest people I've ever seen. It's crazy. Let's see. You really think someone would do that just to go on the internet and tell lies? Yeah, seriously. Push their agenda? Yeah, man. the He-Man movies on Amazon Prime. I think I'm gonna check it out soon. Let's see here. Yeah, I see the tidal wave clip and is nothing happening here. They are lying so much about stuff. Or they're, like I said, manipulating or just acting out of pocket. Excuse me. Dust Bloods is bad because it doesn't have Mario. That's what you would think, right, Ninmar? Oh, man. Fibbers! Twitter's a damn rug store with how much lying there is. Oh, my gosh, it's crazy. Lies of Power. Yeah, Lies of P. That's Lies of Power World. Lies of Power World fans. Most haters are PC weirdos, man. It's not going to Steam, and they're extreme hopium that it's temporary. I do feel like I said, this is one of those games that if Nintendo decided to make, like, hey, allow a PC version in crossplay, I'd be okay with it because it's, like, online focused, right? But I don't know. Do you guys actually think that, let's just say the game is good. Let's say the game is, like, at 9 out of 10 good, right? Let's just say it's around that. High 80s, 9 out of 10 good. Do you guys believe that this game, Dustbloods, is actually going to, like, bring a lot of PC schizos and From Software fans into the mix? Like, do you guys feel like it's actually going to be, like, a system seller for these guys? I mean, I know it could be, but, like, do you guys feel like if the game is good, people are actually going to just grit up and buy a Switch 2 that are, like, schizos about it? Like, when it comes to, like, the PC people and all that? Hey, what up, Valenhorn? Says, I like Power World and Pokemon. Am I a door guardian telling the truth or lying? No, you can like Power World and still tell the truth. It's not everybody. There's just a lot of people on Twitter, that's all. Do you not want PC crossplay? Souls PC fans are cheaters, and some even use hacks to pirate other Oh, okay, yeah. Then I don't want that if that's the case. No, I don't want that. They will break, and they got the money for have PC max rigs. That's true. They do have that. Probably likely would talk trash about the game at Mudahar Secret Play. That's funny. I think it'll bring From Software fans and boost sales, yes, but PC Master Race folks will gripe and complain that Switch 2 isn't hacked yet because they want to play it without compromising. Yeah, they were hoping and praying for that hack. I saw a lot of PC guys like, oh, yeah, yeah, we'll hack, yeah, I can't wait. Yeah, what happened? Yeah, you still waiting. I saw them really boasting. I saw them really Joey Bosa-ing about that. Yeah, what happened? And that's why I didn't want, listen, it's up to Nintendo to secure their system, but I just didn't want it to happen for those guys. The leaks, and then for those guys. I hate those guys. Those guys piss me off. I don't like them at all. Not because they're hacking or whatever. That's fine. You do it, but because they talk too damn much. They be getting too egomaniac. So I'm glad that it doesn't happen just for them. Just for them. So I hope it takes a long time. Yo, Varkston with the big $20 dono. Yo, that's the 14 on there. Let's go. I appreciate that. Varkston, I'm going to read your message right now, too, after I get this on here. 74 on the board. Hey, we are going. Only Dustbloods would be a single, it only would be if the Dustbloods would be a single player campaign game. Well, we'll see. We'll find out. Some people think that it will. Some people think that it won't. Will they really buy a Switch 2 for Dustbloods? I don't know. Got to see more of the game. Yep, me too. Dustbloods does have a few benefits. Night Rain doesn't. Miyazaki working on it himself, and it has a unique world created by him as well. It's not just a bunch of fan service slapped in a game. It also has single player appeal. Okay, we'll see about the single player appeal, right? We'll see about that. Yo, Varkster, thank you for another 14. That gets you up to 28 on the board. You are the Hokage for sure. Anybody does 28 or more, you can pass up Varkster. That'll be an almost California smash if you do a 30. Let's go. Appreciate that, guys. And Varkster still at the top of the ninja board. Nintendo Grifter, Moist Critical is a Souls fan. I don't think he'll be buying a Switch 2 just for Dustbloods. We'll see. I'm pretty sure he probably already got one on the down low. I complain. I'm pretty sure he already got one on the down low. I'm almost positive. And he's going to have to buy one when the next Smash Brothers game comes out. So if he don't got one down, he'll get one later. You know, he'll get one later. No, most are crying because it's multiplayer. However, Dustbloods is the most anticipated game in Japan, not GTA. Dustbloods is the most anticipated game in Japan? Really? Where'd you get that stat from? Let's see here. Brother, chill and read slower. You're turning the entire sentences into different meanings. Oh, am I really? Sorry, I'm trying to catch up with everybody. My bad. Okay, I will read slower, but man, there's a lot of comments, Elias. So my bad, brother. Did I mess up on what you were trying to say? But yeah, there's so many comments. I want to try to keep up, but yeah, I'm definitely messing up here. So my bad. I can see Dustbloods not being a flop as it's From Software. Okay. To be fair, you are not all about From Software. You were, if you were, then you'd be hyped. Okay. Yeah, that's true. That's true. Moist Critical has enough money. He does. I mean, he showed how much he's made over his YouTube career. He made like 30 million plus, and that doesn't even count, you know, streaming and all that other stuff. So yeah, he has tons of money. Let's see here. Star Fox is crazy good. The multiplayer is awesome. Yeah, it's fun. I strongly feel like they will go out and buy a Switch 2. Dark Souls fans are passionate. Okay. I don't know about the most anticipated game in Japan. Oh, I see Famitsu most wanted every week and never seen Dustbloods that high from software ain't that big in JP. Well, Elden Ring was actually pretty big though, right? Elden Ring actually had a massive launch in Japan, didn't it? Let me double check on that one. Elden Ring Famitsu sales debut Gematsu 2022. Well, Elden Ring opened up, yeah, it opened up at about 278,000 copies sold. You know, which is, I mean, it was underneath Rhythm Heaven. Rhythm Heaven sold better. But I mean, that's not a bad release for not being on a Nintendo platform. So PS4, it opened up at 188,000 units on PS4, 90,000 units on PS5. So for an open week total of 278,507 physical units. That doesn't include digital. So if you add in digital, we're probably looking at 300,000 units plus opening week. That's pretty good. It's not bad at all. That's a solid, strong opening, you know, for Japan at least. Most anticipated game releasing this year. It won some award. Most anticipated game in general is Pokemon. Oh, okay. Okay. I hate that Trails in the Sky is releasing the same day as Fire Emblem. I'm picking Fire Emblem, but yes, I'm gonna buy Trails in the Sky second chapter too. I still think Elden Ring will run on Switch 2 really bad. Even if it's not optimized well, the PS5 had pop-in. No, it's gonna run fine. They showed an update for it. I don't know if you saw my video on it, but they actually showed it. They showed an update playing handheld, and it actually runs fine now. From the update that they showed, and that was at GDC, so that was an old build of the game. So I'm pretty sure it'll be fine when it comes out. I mean, it's not gonna run like perfect or anything, but it's not gonna run like bad like it was at when they first showed it. So it should be fine. Speaking of which, what game had the most sales for opening week in history? I want to say Halo 3, but not so sure. The biggest opening week in history? I forgot what the biggest opening week in history is. So maybe somebody can Google search that or something. Will there be a Mario 64 remake by the end of the gen? Probably not. No, I don't think there's going to be a Mario 64 remake, but you never know. You got to play Trails second. FC was the setup. Second is the climax. Everything opens up so much more now. Okay, I'm going to check it out. I'm going to try to play more of it. I'm going to try to get back into Trails in the Sky. All right, I'm going to try. I'm going to do my best, guys. I'm going to do my best. I'm going to do my best. There's something with the vibes with that game that's just not, with the aesthetics and the vibes and the music is just not necessarily for me. But I do like the game. I don't think it's bad. I do like it, but I got to get back into it. Okay. Maybe I'll put aside, what's it called? I'll put aside, Adventures of Elliot, and maybe I'll play that. But Splatoon Raiders comes out tomorrow, so, like, TCG Dad still traumatized with me with the point and the Fish Timu Nemo game. I know. So shout out to TCG Dad. From Google searching GTA 5 with 16.5 million copies. Oh, okay, cool. Yeah, that's a lot of copies. 16.5. Did Star Fox sell enough to move forward to a new Star Fox adventure game? Well, it had a good debut, so we're going to see how it does over the time. I think they're probably going to make another one at some point based off the debut. Trails possibly has the best world building in any JRPG, especially the first handful of games. That's what everyone says. And, yeah, I see that a little bit, but I don't see it as good as Xeno. But that's just me. You know, that's just me. But the world building is good though. It is good. The Mario 64 remake is Super Mario 64 DS. I think he meant like an actual like HD remake. You know, like something that's been made in the last 20 years. Or something like that. 15 years. To be fair, I did see some comments saying that they copped the Switch 2 already for the Dustbloods. Well, yeah. I mean, I think a lot of people might make their decision after this network test when they see the footage. And they see the game running. Okay, is it gonna run smooth? Is it gonna play good? Like, I think once they see that, then they'll probably decide whether they want to get a Switch 2 or not. This network test is gonna be a big deciding factor. The network test, the launch date, and what, like, and the final game, like the previews. Because I'm guessing Nintendo is letting media preview the game. I'm guessing media will be invited to preview if they're not already doing it. So, Deported with the $2 says, I googled Buck Bumble 1998 had the greatest opening. Well, the greatest opening song. What about Now It's Time to Rock with the Biggity Buck Bumble? What about Now It's Time to Rock with the Biggity Buck Bumble? Let's go. OJ holding his opinions back and trails in the sky. I'm not holding it back. I'm just telling you, listen, there's some things that I don't love, but there's things that I love. There's a lot of things that I like, but I still need to finish the game. I'm like 30 hours in, so I still need to finish the game. And then I'll give you guys like my full thoughts on it. I need friends on Switch who want to lock in on Splatoon Raiders. Oh man, you have to find like a subreddit or find like a Discord channel for that, and you'll find people that really want to lock in. But we'll have some people here if you want to join the what's it called? If you want to join the Discord now that you're a member. Yo, Simeon Coin with the 100 core crystal says, evening, Jose, just getting in. I just wanted to let you know that I beat Odalius.
I'm still surprised there's no Sonic Advanced Collection. Can I get some music from those games?
Yep. No Sonic Advanced Collection. That sucks. Thank you, Justin, with the 3. Thank you, Simeon Coin with the 100 core crystals. Thank you, Vargster with the 10. Let me read off Simeon Coins here. Odalius, the dark call last night with my final playtime of 44 hours, 15 minutes, and 48 seconds, and a collection rate of 88%, and my 4th game completed. I'm looking for my next game to beat now. Music request is Odalius. The Dark Call, Dark Forest is my favorite track from the game. I don't know why I'm saying it like that, but I am. Odalius, the Dark Call. Wait, Odalius, the Dark Call, Dark Forest. It's just darkness. Odalius, the Charlie Murphy edition? Like, oh my gosh. Charlie Murphy! He loves this game. What'd the 5 fingers say to Odalius? Darkness. Okay. The Dark Forest. Alright, let's put it. Let's listen there. Alright. Shout outs. Thank you so much, guys. I appreciate that. Let's get the Simeon coin. 1 coin on there. And then, of course, the $7 coming in from Vargster. And he says, have you seen the recent positivity influx on Switch 2? My whole feed is swarmed with videos of PC, PS fans that jumped over, getting thousands of views, sometimes even 100K plus. Crazy whiplash. Yeah, I have seen that. And I did make a video about that a little bit. But yeah, it's crazy. It's good to see more people are getting into Switch 2. I know my buddy Radic, he got a Switch 2. He's a big PlayStation guy. He got a Switch 2 and was very excited to jump into a lot of the different games. It's just a different vibe. It's a good side system for hardcore PC or Xbox or PlayStation guys. It's a great side system. And then if you're just looking to completely make the jump, then obviously it has a lot more than like previous Nintendo systems. So it's like I said, there's nothing wrong with being the best number 2 receiver in the league. You know, the best number 2 receiver in the league is going to get paid as high as a lot of number 1 receivers in the league. So that's the thing that people, somebody tried to come here the other day and was like, oh yeah, well, it's a side piece. I'm like, hey, look, side pieces in the NFL get paid a lot of money. Side pieces in the NBA get paid a lot of money. You see how much money side pieces get paid? You see how much money number 2s get paid? Hey, there ain't nothing wrong with being number 2. If you're number 2 by a lot of people and you're really good number 2, then that's something that's great. Look, Nintendo's been number 2, a side thing for many people for many years, and it's been doing pretty good. So it's all good, man. Or a second string QB. I mean, second string QBs, they can get paid a lot too. Yeah, you're right. But I'm talking about like a number 2 receiver that's not the number 1, but still gets paid like a number 1. So there are a number of, we're talking like NFL, American football, a number of guys that are not the top player on the team, that are not the top receiver. You know, the guys that catch the ball from the guy that throws the ball. And they get paid a lot of money to be number 2. They get paid. And to shut up, don't cry for the ball, shut up, run your routes, be a decoy, and then when we need you to make a play, make a play. They're paying these guys $20 some million a year to be decoys or just to be number 2. Hey, take it. You got to take it. Take what you can get, you know? Take what you can get. Yeah, T. Higgins. Exactly. Shut up. take your money. You are number 2. You are behind Jamar Chase. You are not the number 1 option, but just shut up, take your money, and I don't want to hear you say anything. Don't complain like a number 1. Take your money, be quiet, run your routes. You're gonna be a decoy a lot of the time. Sometimes you're gonna have big games. A lot of times you're not. Shut up and take your money. There ain't nothing wrong with being a number. I wish I was a number 2 receiver. I wish I was a top number 2 receiver. That's a great life. It's a good life, man. It's a good life. Exactly. Number 2 gets paid nearly as well as a number 1. You're not gonna get the top. You're not gonna get like obviously a Justin Jefferson money or anything like that, but you're gonna get good money. You're gonna make a lot. You're gonna make 10, 15, $20 million to be number 2, to sit there and do cardio on game days. Or sometimes you might get a lot of attention because they're double teaming and triple teaming your number 1. So then therefore you're just always open. So then you're going to get the ball a lot. It just depends. It depends on the strategy of the defense. Sometimes they want to hone in on the number 1 receiver, so that leaves the number 2 open all the time. Then sometimes they don't. Sometimes they literally just play and the number 1 receiver goes off and you're just going to have to be quiet, the whole time. Like, don't say anything. Deported with the $5 dono and says Switch 2 will come out ahead of in all of this, but overall the whole industry is suffering due to the RAM crisis, no disc, and Xbox Live failing. Hard times. Yeah, I agree. I agree with that assessment. I think Switch 2 is going to have a solid run. But I still have a little bit of hope that things get better with the RAM stuff, or Nintendo figures something out. They figure something out to where it can help out with these prices. I'm still hoping that's the case. I'm still hoping. But we'll see, we will see. Varkster, do you want any music for that big dono that you did? Let me know. Justin, if you want anything, let me know as well. I got you. 35 coming in from Varkster. Let's go, man. 35 on the board. We are out here. Anybody that's 35 or more, you can beat out Varkster on the board. Shout outs. Thank you for so much, guys. I appreciate that. That would make me rich. Yeah. 3DS was number 2 for a decade. Yeah, it was kind of yeah, it was. It was behind the PlayStation 4, right? Like it was before the Switch 1 came out. It was the best selling systems were PS4, 3DS, Xbox One, and then Wii U, right? That was like the order. Even if RAM prices get better, there's transport issues and fuel shortages because of certain pumpkin. Well, that's what I'm saying, Elias. I'm hoping that in the future, we get, obviously things are going to change. There's going to be somebody new in, and they're going to relax some of the tariffs, like relax those down, and they're going to change how the money comes in, right? So if they do that, that can greatly improve the tech company. That would greatly improve Nintendo, Microsoft, and Sony to be in better position to succeed. Right now, they're not in great position to succeed, So I'm hoping that somebody else comes in, they help out with, relax the tariffs, get those down lower, so therefore things are better in that respect. So then that can help out with the pricing differential, right? And maybe there's some restrictions placed on AI. I think that, if there's some restrictions placed on AI, that would really help out, because then we're not sitting there, RAM data centers just can't eat up everything. Whereas, right now it's no holds barred. Anybody can do anything if you've got the money for RAM, so that's what's killing everything right now. So I'm hoping some restrictions are placed, and I'm hoping that, we get some lowered tariffs costs, like down to where they were before. Things can change. So we'll see about that. Oh, Dalius! Do you think we can get a partner showcase or game-centric direct that could happen before August? Before August? No, because we're almost already in August, so no. Yeah, I'm not here to talk politics though, guys. I mean, I'm not a politics guy. I'm just talking about the video game impact. That's it. I'm not here to, talk politics or anything like that, or say this or that. I just want the prices to go down, and I know that's what's causing the prices to go up. So I mean, if we get lower tariffs or back to where they were, and if we get some restrictions placed on AI and the data centers just can't eat up everything, that's gonna help out video games. That's all I want. I just want the video game industry to prosper, because AI doesn't really do anything for like us, AI doesn't really do anything. All AI does is eat into the jobs that we can get. It just eats into everything. It just eats into the RAM. It makes everything more expensive. There's not really any real benefit for most people. It's just like the richest people that benefit from it for the most part. You know, it's just people that are already there. So like, there ain't no benefit for AI taking over. It's just gonna make the people that are at the top already at the top. You know, so that's why, you know, like I said, I'm not trying to do politics, but I don't see AI being something that helps most people. You know, so I would like that to be restricted, so the prices can come down on RAM. Let's see here. Elias with the 46 months, play Silver Wings, Golden, super arranged version, please. All right, I got you, Elias. Appreciate you, fam. I'm gonna play that right now for you. Thank you for the 46 months. That's a long time. Silver Wings, Golden, super arrange. Super arranged. I don't know where this version is. I think this is it. This might be it, I'm not sure. You think we'll ever get an overview trailer for Dustbloods before the network test? It's definitely possible, yeah. AI, I'm not gonna stop. Can't stop, won't stop. Hey, what up, Gangsta Slayer? Welcome, man. Target near me have literally nothing because it's a small downtown version of... Okay, never mind. He's talking to some more. These glasses are orange, but some people see them as red. Is this the song that you wanted, Elias? Let me know. If not, I can change it. I think you meant dead, not dredge. I don't think physical media is dead yet. And once again, just because physical media doesn't sell as well as digital media doesn't mean physical media should not exist. I don't understand why people don't understand that thing. Like, books still exist. Books do not sell like they used to sell. Books sold way more before in the past. Books, now people buy audiobooks. Everything's digital. That doesn't mean books should not exist. There's still records. You go into Walmart, there's a whole rack of records. Record players are old as heck. Yes, more people stream music. Way more people stream music or watch YouTube music or whatever, right? That doesn't mean physical music should not exist. Doesn't mean CDs should not exist. Doesn't mean records should not exist. Doesn't mean albums should not exist. I don't understand why it's like an either or. Why do people keep on doing that? It's not an either or. Why can't there just be both? That's what I do not understand with digital people. They think that there needs to be the destruction of one media because something else is the most. Okay, most people eat chicken. Most people eat beef, but you can still go get lamb. If you want lamb, you can still go get lamb. Lamb's expensive. Most people don't eat lamb, but you can still go buy it. I don't understand. I don't understand this whole. It's dead. No, it's not. It's fine. People still buying it. It makes no sense. Like, it makes zero sense. It's not like nobody's buying physical. Nobody's buying physical games. Millions of people are buying physical games. Like, what? Makes no sense, bro. No sense. Sorry to notify you, OJ, but your studio will be replaced by data center. You're welcome to appeal to your local lawmaker. Otherwise, you have 59 days. All right, shout outs to Porter. I appreciate that. I got 59 days. Try to get things done, man. So keep physical games alive, yeah. Let's see here. Bookstores are shutting down everywhere, but I love being in one. But you can still buy books. Like, yeah, sure, bookstores are shutting down. Okay, that's fine. But you can still buy books online. There's still new books. Like, you can still go to Walmart and buy books. You can still buy books online. You can still buy books direct. People still make books. Hell, RGT made a book. Like, you can still buy books. Jason Schreier got a book. Reggie Fils-Aimé got a book. It's an audio book. You got a physical book. Awada has a book. I got a physical book. Where's my physical book of Awada? Hold up. Give me 1 second. Oh, I got it over here. All right, hold up. No, I can't find it right now. But I got Awada's book too. It's somewhere here. I don't know where it's at, but it's somewhere around here. Yeah, RGT wrote like a Sega 32X or something like that. A Sega book. So that's the thing, man. RGT made a book and that man can't even read. RGT can read. Y'all tripping right now. Y'all tripping. Yo, 99 on the board. We are one comment away from that sweet, succulent platinum. Yo, thank you guys so much, man. I appreciate that. Let's go. We don't need physical PS6. Sony can get rid of that too while they're at it. Imagine if stores closed down and you could only order from them online. I mean, that might be a world that might happen one of these days, but for right now, it ain't anytime close. Sorry, but we're going to be laid off from Xbox. Close the studio. Joking. Yeah. I still remember cassette tapes. How about those times when the film would get loose and you try to fix it? Yeah. Yeah, I remember cassette tapes. I grew up with cassette tapes. Can't read point and click. Can't read, but can't beat a point and click game. I can beat the point and click game. I got tired of it, bro. I was about to fall asleep. General Zamora, yo, thank you for the $1. I appreciate it. Let's go. What up, TCG Dad? Shout out to TCG Dad. For those who missed it, he made me play this game. He dropped 25 members and made me play this Freddy Fish or something like that. I played it for like 30 minutes and yeah, I had enough, man. I had enough. Don't worry, I'll go back and beat the game. Don't worry, I'll go back and beat the game. You know, I'll go back and beat it. Deported with the 2. It says RGT 85 Mayweather Jr. Okay. Thank you for the 2, brother. RGT gets more shade than Dreamcast guy up in here. You guys, I know you guys like him. You guys are just being playful. You guys are just teasing. You guys are just teasing a little bit, you know. Y'all just teasing a little bit. You guys don't mean it. Like, you guys aren't trying to be like for real mean. So that's why I allow. Because I know you guys aren't serious. Because like I know people tease me sometimes if people make jokes when I'm in other streams and all that, and that's fine too. You know, I don't have a problem with that. All right, I can see your comments, Mr. Davis. What's good, man? Welcome. Splatoon Raiders. Will you like it? Yeah, you'll probably like Splatoon Raiders. Do you think PS6 DOA like Wii U or Fumble? No, I don't think the PS6 will be DOA. No. I do think that the PS6 though will struggle. Like I think Sony knows the PS6 will be a high-end device, and they're not planning on it selling crazy, incredible numbers. I think they know that it's going to be an enthusiast device for the most hardcore of PlayStation fans, and they're going to keep the PS5 around for a long time. So they're going to have both. They're going to have both, and they're going to monetize and extract as much out of each hardcore PlayStation fan, and then of course get the casuals to just buy NBA 2K and Madden and all that on PS5. So they got a plan. I think that's their plan. That's their plan. I get the joke. But RGT's my friend. What's up? It's Bry Guy. Welcome. PS6 may be a hybrid. You're right. It may be a hybrid. There's still rumors that it could be that. The problem is that there's quite a bit of PS5 Pro has not sold that great. For the grand scheme of things, it's actually a really small percentage of PS5s out there, but there is that. I mean, I have a PS5 Pro. For some reason, people are always teasing Spawn Wave's hairline. Like, who would do that? Look, bro, I can't tease Spawn Wave. My hairline is it's fading, bro, because I haven't been taking care of my hair. But I'm starting to take care of it more now. I got off my stuff that I was using, but I got back on it. But it's looking rough. My hair in the front is thinning way too much. Hairline on my corner here is like receding. You guys see like right here, it's like thinning. Like my corner here is getting bad. So like that's because I stopped using my hair care products, and I was just like whatever. So I just got lazy. But I'm back on it, and it's helping. Like I can actually see that it's actually getting back, like growing back again. So that's the thing with hair care, man. You can't get off of it. Like if you're balding or you're thinning, if you start taking hair care and you stop taking it, it's gonna like, you know, it's gonna be bad. Like it's gonna be bad, bro. So I'm like, all right, hold up. So I bought all my stuff for my hair care. I bought all that. And I'm like, all right, hold up. Let me get back before I really go bald. Cause like I'm about to have like a my wife, she called me Avatar, like an avatar on my head, like an arrow. Like, that's what's happening right now because I wasn't taking care of my hair. So, that's called age. It is and it isn't. Like, if you take care of your hair, you can definitely slow it down. But like, no, like I got off my hair care stuff and like it instantly started like instantly. So, come to think of it, they did the same last gen with GTA. Let's see here. Hairlines are overrated. LOL, embrace the bald. Yeah, I mean, I'll embrace the bald at some point, but not right now. Because, like, I have too much hair, like, to embrace the bald. Like, if my hair was balding all here, and if it was, like, all bald in the front to where, like, I couldn't save it, then I'd embrace the bald. But it's, like, I still got enough to where it's, like, okay, like, you still got a hairline, you still got hair, so you might as well keep it if you still got it, you know. Get the Jerry curl comb and comb it forward, my man, the Jerry curl. Yeah, that's what I gotta do. I gotta go with the Jerry curl, bro. I gotta go with the Jerry curl. Let's go. Thank you, Deported, man. I appreciate that. Thank you for the 2. 104 on the board. Yo, we got the platinum. We out here today, guys. Let's go. Platinum combo breaker. You guys ready for this one? I know I am. Let's go. Limit break. That's what's happening. It's definitely jacking the energy, bro. It's jacking it. So that's what's happened. Hold on. Let me see this track. Pokemon. Is the Switch 2 a good primary console? I want to make a video on that, Slimy Marcus, or Mucus, because people are talking about that. I think that it is and it isn't. Like, it depends on what you like. It depends on your, like, I think there's a lot of factors at play. I think in today's day, money's always a factor with the main console or not. Like, what are you looking to spend? How much time do you have to play? These are things now that everyone's getting older. The average age of the gamer when it comes to core gaming is getting older. People are having kids. Like, these are all things that you got to talk about and factor in, right? So I'll say this. If you don't have as much time to play games, and if you love Nintendo first-party games, the Switch 2 can be a main console. However, if you love third-party games, or if you love ball and gun games or Western games, I don't think the Switch 2 is a great is a great primary console. I don't think so. If you're a ball and gun gamer, it's not. You know, if you're a sports gamer, that's a ball and gun gamer, it's not. But if you're open to, you know, playing first-party Nintendo games and you don't have as much time and you don't mind like a third-party game here or there that can play, you're not a stickler on performance, then yes, Switch 2 is probably the best main console argument that Nintendo's had in 25 years since the GameCube. Since the GameCube launched in 2001. I don't think that you can say any other system that Nintendo's had since the GameCube is a main, like, has as good of a case for a main console for, like, a lot of people. This is probably the best one that they, like, the best case that they've made so far. Braun finally went home and it looks good. Let's see here. You have the same style? maybe I'll do that. Maybe I'll do it. But we'll see. Do you think we can do a video on Zelda Hasbro toys? I don't know about a whole video on it, but I mean, I might talk about it in an upcoming video, yeah. Good afternoon, OJ. Behalf of the cool guy, he says hello. Eyes are a bit sensitive right now. He won't be near a computer screen. Oh, okay. Shout outs, Vatsan. Appreciate you. My fear with all digitals getting locked, if your account sadly happened, yeah, that's the problem with all digital is that something happens to your account, you're screwed. You know, like if you can't recover it or something like that. So absolutely, you know, absolutely. Absolutely, TCG Dad. Switch 2 is my main system. Haven't said that about a Nintendo system since the SNES. Yeah, that was my previous, like before the GameCube, I would say that the SNES was the last system that was like, oh man, like that can be like your main because it had so much third party, so much first party on there. So yeah, SNES and GameCube, like obviously NES, SNES, GameCube are probably like the 3 systems that you can say, okay, those can be looked at as potentially like a main system. You know, but every other Nintendo system, that'd be hard to say that. But Switch 2 is probably the best case since those systems, you know? How you feel about Nintendo fan in the Wii U era? It was terrible. Being a Nintendo fan in the Wii U era was terrible. Online was down. If you stayed you know, stayed offline or you stayed off online, then it was fine. You were probably fine. You played the games. It was fun. You know, a lot of games skipped, but you probably had fun. But online, it was absolutely putrid being a Nintendo fan in the Wii U era. I mean, yeah, you had the 3DS, and that was great for the most part, but even 3DS was muted by people complaining about the Wii U half the time at Nintendo Directs and stuff like that. So, no, it was the worst time. It was the worst time ever to be a fan. Was the Wii U era it was just terrible. It was terrible. Supposed to use my primary system. Appreciate the big third-party support as well. Yep. Regarding GameCube, it's so corny that it had a kid's connotation just because of the shape and handle. Yeah, I mean, Nintendo's obviously been known as a family-friendly thing, so I mean, like, I get that, but you know, GameCube was it was good. It was a good system. Ultimately, you look back at history. Sometimes people are wrong at the time, but then you look back and you say, wait a minute, that GameCube was a great system. Like you try to collect games for the GameCube right now, prices are high. It's more efficient. It's a better system, in my opinion. It's a better system than the better system. Not saying that it has a better lineup than all the other systems, but I think it's a better system from what it does than the Xbox and the PS2. But obviously PS2 has way more games. Xbox had a lot of online stuff. Like I think Xbox was the best actual like full complete package. I think the original Xbox was the best game lineup. PS2 best just overall system in terms of how it works, efficiency, plus games and everything kind of mixing together. GameCube, they all kind of fit one piece, you know, fit a puzzle piece. PS2 mods, GameCube players were playing SpongeBob while PS2 were playing DMC, FF, and Okami. This man just made up something. You weren't even alive back then. Iconic. Ironic. When many games played better on GameCube, though. No, yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's why I think GameCube, like I said, I think GameCube, when you take together like everything when it comes to the system itself and how efficient it was playing games, it was great for that. And, you know, but it was missing, you know, it was missing more online stuff. It was missing some, you know, missing some things there, features, but it did games very well, you know. And it had a wireless control of the Wavebird, which was awesome. Remember being a Nintendo fan back then, and Twitter bullied me. Oh yeah, absolutely, Micah. You would get shook online. I had a lot of issues. The disrespect for Eternal Darkness and Resident Evil 4. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like GameCube had Eternal Darkness, had Resident Evil 4, it had 007. GameCube had a lot of dope games. It had Time Splitters. Like, GameCube had a lot of mature rated and shooting games and stuff like that. It had Baten Kaitos, you know, 2 Baten Kaitos games. It had Fire Emblem. GameCube had all sorts of great games, man. It really did. It had Skies of Arcadia, you know, so. Yep, it had RE Remake. It had Resident Evil 0, and it had Resident Evil 4. It had all of those, so that was great, too. It had Beautiful Joe. It had Metal Gear Solid. Like, the list goes on and on. Like, there's a lot of great games for the GameCube. Yeah, it had PSO. Yep, it had Phantasy Star Online, which that was actually online enabled on the GameCube. You know, that was like one of the very few. You can count on one hand how many games were online on the GameCube. You had Mario Kart Double Dash. You obviously had the great first-party support. You know, Super Mario Sunshine, whether you like the game or not, whatever. But Mario Sunshine, you had Mario Kart Double Dash. You had Super Smash Bros. Melee. There's just so many great first-party games as well. Obviously, the Mario Party games were bumping at that time as well. Like I said, yeah, Fire Emblem, Radiant Dawn, which is actually a really rare game now. Actually, no, sorry, Path of Radiance. That's a really rare game. Radiant Dawn, that's the sequel on the Wii. So yeah, it's a lot of good stuff, man. Metal Gear Solid 2 was so good on the GameCube. See, you're trolling. There was no Metal Gear Solid 2. There's Metal Gear Solid Twin Snakes. Code Veronica, Double Dash, LAN Party. Oh my god. Double Dash LAN Party was the greatest thing ever, brother. We did a 8-player Double Dash LAN Party at my house back in like 2004 or 2005. I remember we did a Double Dash, 2 people per cart, 4 TVs, 4 different rooms, 2 upstairs, 2 downstairs. We did a Double Dash LAN Party, and it was absolutely incredible. It was like the most fun that I've ever had playing a LAN party game. Like between that and Halo, we did original Halo and we did Mario Kart Double Dash LAN, and that is the great. Online you cannot replicate that experience. There is no replication for LAN parties. Halo 1 LAN party or Mario Kart Double Dash LAN party, there's no replication for that. For that time period, it's a time capsule. You'll never get that experience again. You'll never have that freedom again of no kids, no responsibilities. Oh, not as many responsibilities. Super young, you know. We're all just kind of still figuring things out. Pizza, drinks, you know, sodas, and just Saturday night. Man, it was just the greatest thing ever, bro. Like, today's day, you can't replicate it. Even if you got your homies together and play, there ain't no, because y'all old now. Y'all got kids and y'all got this, and there's online and all this stuff. Man, it ain't the same, bro. It ain't the same. It's not. Okay, yeah, I'm a boomer, yeah. And it was great. You guys, look at what you guys are dealing with. Mario Kart Tour getting shut down. What are y'all dealing with? Mario Kart 8 for 10 years. What else y'all dealing with? What else y'all doing? People complaining about Mario Kart World. That's got, what, 20-something racers? Y'all complaining about that? Man, look at what it is today, bro. This is a bunch of perpetual whining babies 24/7, you know? Back in the day, man, we got it together. We were carrying CRTs. Carrying big old CRTs just to play multiplayer. It was great. It was fantastic. Mouse mode should still be an option, though. I think mouse mode should be an option for Splatoon. Now OJ Duncan on y'all asked for it. Man. You definitely don't act 30. I'll tell you that right now, Neymar. So you said you feel 30? You shouldn't. You got a lot of growing to do. You're green behind the ears. So you shouldn't feel 30 at all. Someone whose main mission in life is to eat Chipotle and look at Asian women, that is not the well, I guess that's the new age, you Zoomers. That's how you guys feel 30. That's the new age Zoomers. That's what y'all do. Oh man. Splatoon is at least toxic player base. I'm super biased though. Just to hear the stories about Smash community. Smash community can be pretty bad. I agree. It can be pretty bad. Yeah, man. Blockbuster pizza nights. Oh yeah. 25 is the new 30 apparently. I mean, that's what I've been hearing for a while now. That's like you're getting towards unk status, like, because you're on your way. It's like all downhill to like 30 after like 25. So, like, you know, it is what it is, right? I remember when I was 25 a long time ago. What was I doing? I don't know what I was doing. I was doing something. I was being an adult. Let's see here. I feel old at late 20s. Ouch, my back hurts. Says General Zamora. Are you late 20s, General Zamora? I thought you were mid 20s or early 20s. Do you think there'll ever be another system that captures the whole world like the Wii? That captures the whole world like the Wii? I mean, the Switch 1 outsold the Wii though. Like, it outsold it by a lot. It outsold it by more than 50 million. So I think that already kind of happened, right? Let's see, I still remember when I turned 10 in 2017. I'm almost 20. Oh, thanks, Neymar. What'd you do when you were 10? What were you doing? I've been watching Right's Way videos on physical for PS games. Good information on him. Seems to be a cool guy. Yeah, Mr. Wright is awesome. Smash community sent death threats to Sakura and Nintendo over Byleth. Yeah, that's not the worst thing though. That's actually tame compared to some of the other stuff. Could Tifa be a third FF7 representative in Smash? Although she has appeared in Street Fighter 6. I mean, well, they're not going to do anything more for Smash Ultimate. And there's no guarantee that the characters from Smash Ultimate, like Sephiroth and like Cloud, are going to be in the next one. So, like, if anything, I bank on them not being there. So, we'll see though. But I don't think she'll be in. People are obsessed with youth now. It's cool to be young, but it isn't everything. You got to be a bit older before you realize most of us were dumb. Yeah, that's why I tell you guys that you don't really grow up till you're like 30. Like 30s for men at least. Women it's a little bit different, but for men, 30 is like when you really realize that, okay, like, hold up, I did a lot of stupid stuff, you know. Deported with the $5 donut says housing is too expensive to move away from your from home at a young age. Now in the U.S., there's more 30-plus-year-olds still living with the parents. That's true. There absolutely is, because it's too expensive to get your own place. It's everywhere is just pricey. So hopefully things change. Hopefully we get some. get some different stuff in there, and I can help out with that because it sucks. I'm 36 now and my bones are starting to ache. Ow, my aching bones! Give me 1 second, guys. I gotta check out my air conditioner real quick. I'll be right back. Shout outs to Deported, appreciate that. Use your 401k to buy a house? Nice. Well, that's not nice, right? You shouldn't have to use that to buy a house. Were you able to get a different job? I know, Great Wall, I know you said that you got let go from your last job. Were you able to find something new? No, the Wii was something else. My aunts don't know how to turn on their TV. Had a Wii. Yeah, but I'm just saying, like, the Switch captured the world more than the Wii did. So Wii was maybe more publicized with some older audiences, but like Switch 1 blew it out in sales. That's all I'm trying to say. So you're talking about what had more impact globally. I look at sales numbers. I don't look at because a grandma played a Wii. That was more impact. What had more impact is what sold more. That's pretty much how I see it. Deported with the 28 months of membership. Tune in tier. Let's go. I think this was Deported. I appreciate that. Thank you for the 28 months. Shout outs. Modern age has become unsustainable. Yeah, it's become unsustainable, man. It's rough. It's rough. I did thankfully appreciate you asking. Lord provides. Hey, let's go. Glad that you got something, man. Remember seeing this one Splatoon player who rages like crazy in these games? I'm not sure there. I'm not sure who you're talking about. Splatoon player that rages in games. To be honest, I don't watch Splatoon, man. I don't really watch like people play Splatoon. You know, like I just don't watch it like that. So I don't know any players and people that are like raging and stuff like that. I don't know any of that. So Putts? Yeah, I don't know, brother. It's all good. Yo, just another artist. Thank you for the 5 months. If you guys have questions, you can feel free to tag me at PlayerEssence, hashtag PlayerEssence, plays by itself. More than happy to answer all of your awesome Elite Ninja questions and all that good stuff. So let's go. Appreciate you guys coming out to the stream. Make sure you hit that like button too. We're trying to get to 150 likes. We're at 129. I'd love to see if we can get to 150 likes. That'd be dope if we could. So yeah, I appreciate that. And thank you for the 5 months of tuning in tier. Splatoon Raiders reviews from yesterday are still cracking me up. Y'all watch OJ's video on it. Those low reviews, I was like, did they even get the assignment? Some of them didn't. Like I said, some of them are legitimate morons, like, or just trolls. It's like, cause like it was crazy. Like, oh, it's not there's no turf war, bro. What? That's like asking for multiplayer. Like in a single player focused game, what are you asking for turf war for? Like it's a Splatoon single player spinoff. What are you talking about, bro? Like it's not the PvP. It's not that. So what up, Jay Loomis? Thank you for the 29 months, man. I appreciate that. When quarantine happened, I started watching gaming news channels, which made me watch them more. Good stuff, Nimar. Can't blame you. Nobody watches his streams. Okay. All right, there you go. He also said it plays like an FPS. Like, yeah, it's like, what the heck? An FPS? I'm thinking he thinks like Doom. Maybe it plays like, because like, you know, Doom, like a lot of like enemies just coming at you. So I'm thinking that's what he's thinking of. Like, that's what first-person shooters do. A lot of first-person shooters like just have enemies coming at you a lot. But Splatoon already, like, that's like a horde mode. That has nothing to do with the first-person shooter. Like, third-person shooters can do the same thing, you know? Like, they can do the exact same. Like, they can have hordes of enemies coming at you. Like, Gears has hordes of enemies coming at you. You know, obviously there's been, like, Borderlands. I mean, that's a first-person shooter, but, like, first-person, like, action RPG shooter thingy. But there's plenty of third-person shooters that have waves of enemies coming at you, too, you know? So, it's just weird. Like, Infamous, for example, plays like a third-person shooter. Like, it's an action game, but it plays like a third-person shooter. Like, you can shoot electricity out of your hands. Like, that has waves of enemies coming at you, too. Like, that has nothing to do with first person. So, I mean, it's a shooter, but that doesn't mean it's first person. So, it's just weird, bro. It's just weird. The person that you saw say that was Bo. It wasn't many people. It was just Bo that said that. So, I mean, I don't know. Like I said, some people might like to play it single player, but some people like to play it multiplayer. So it really just depends. If I'm Nintendo, I'm saying, hey, look, it's a single player game that you can play multiplayer because there is no game share. There is no one cart. You need a copy of the game. Everybody needs their own copy of the game. So I wouldn't advertise that. Then people get all upset, like when, you know, when they can't do game share, when they can't do stuff like that, you know. So that's just my opinion, at least. Dory does voices with the 10. It says, hey, OJ, I don't know how, but you actually got me hyped on the new Fire Emblem. Decided to commit to getting it and looking forward to a robust experience. Yo, Deported, robust. My new favorite channel. Shout outs to the Spunkcast. Hey, shout outs to Dory Does Voices, new favorite channel. Yo, you guys give him some love in the chat. Hey, I appreciate that, man. Thank you so much, man. Thank you so much for watching. Shout outs to the Spunkcast for bringing new people here. I appreciate it. Seriously. Thank you so much for the Big 10, man. That's very, very, very nice and generous of you. You know, we out here. Let's go. But to be fair, as people like to say, Nintendo mentioned that you can play it multiplayer. And like all the overview trailer at the Nintendo Direct, at the Splatoon Direct, they stated multiple times that you can play it multiplayer. So that they let you know, and they showed it. They showed it multiple times. They let you know multiple times that you can play it. The game's coded in single player though. Like you can play and beat the whole game single player. You do not need to bring in, you know, other people to play the game. Now, if you want, you can, but you don't need to. You can play it single player. You can play it multi, and they said that was established. You know, so I don't know. I do remember laser tag back in the day. It was fun. Are you gonna stream Splatoon Raiders tomorrow? I might. We'll see. We'll see what happens, Joey. I'm not watching Abdullah, so I don't really care, Felipe. Rip Raw Phil. I miss watching his streams on YouTube. DSP report them. Oh, is that what happened to Raw Phil? Raw Phil got canned. Is that what happened? I didn't know that's what happened to him. I know people were talking about, like, I remember not seeing his streams, but somebody else is just doing the same thing with Phil's streams now. But yeah, rip Raw Phil, man. He's done. All right, he's done. I guess they finally got his stream, right? Robust. PlayerEssence, you're gonna hit up campaign Evolved. I probably will, but it strikes me as a must buy because of my childhood. I don't know, it's a must buy for me. I might check it out. Yo, shout outs to Chris with the 900 jewels. I'm actually more excited about just playing Splatoon Raiders than Halo. I don't really love Halo single player campaigns, so yeah. Thanks for the 900 jewels. Let's go. Yo, Chris Carmona 1994. Thank you for the 900 jewels. Let's go. First jewel drop for today. Chris C. Yo, with the 900 jewels. Let's go. Thank you so much for that, man. I appreciate it. Anybody does 900 or more, you can beat out Chris. And then another 10, 910. Let's go. Thank you, man. Raw Phil's channel got took down, OJ. Yeah, it looks like it. It looks like it. Hashtag free Raw Phil. Hashtag justice for distractors. So who took down his channel? Did he ever say who took down his channel or anything like that? Like what happened? Did anybody say who took it down? Or anything like that? The ramen bowl. Boom, 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 boom. The ramen bowl. You're right with Carmona. It's pronounced how it's written. A lot of people mess that up. I mess up a lot of names. I just got lucky. Shout outs, Chris. What IP you feel like should get an open world game that has never got one before or never got one? An open world game that's never got one. I don't know. I don't really think about open world games like that. So I'm not sure. You guys give me some picks that we can go over, and maybe I'll say yes or no on that. Did my duty have picked up physical copy of Splatoon Raiders from EB Games, Aussie version of GameStop? Oh yeah. Shout out to Yoshi. And I was able to price match it cheaper even with the digital version. Oh, there you go. Take a shot. Is it Spanish or Italian? Carmona. Italian? Or maybe Spanish. I'm not sure. Save money will do you good. My motto, Chrono Trigger. Hey, there you go. All right. Hey, good stuff getting the game physical, man. It's Italian? Okay, I thought so. Yeah, Italian. Carmona. I was thinking, you know, there's like a little bit of this at the end of it. Carmona. You know what I'm saying? I was thinking there was a little bit of this, you know, so. I enjoy Halo single player campaign. Yeah, I'm not a big Halo single player campaign guy. Like I played the single player campaigns, but I don't like them. Like there's no upgrading, there's no leveling up. It's just you shooting enemies all day. Like I don't like that. I like to have like stats and like if I'm gonna play a single player shooter, like I gotta have leveling up. I gotta have stats. Like I gotta have some form of progression. I just don't want to be like going like nah. So I mean, if it's for me, like I'd rather just play multiplayer with the game like that. Just play multiplayer. That's more like the competitive multiplayer with Halo. So I never really liked the Halo campaigns because they were just you just shoot 24/7. There ain't no progression. Mario open world. I mean, we kind of already had that, you know, with between Odyssey and it's not completely open world, but between Odyssey and between Bowser's Fury is actually more like open world, but it's a small open world, but it is, you know. A lot of bit of that, yeah. A lot of bit of like Carmona and like some pizza on the side, some ravioli and some pizza on the side going like this. Some authentic wood fire grilled pizza. The reason I played Halo back in the day was for multiplayer. That's it. Yeah, that's pretty much me too. I played the LAN parties campaign. I mean the LAN parties. I mean I did play campaign some, but I never really felt the need to actually beat any of them, you know? Although I did beat Halo ODST. I did beat that Halo 3 ODST, and I'm like, I'm never playing another Halo campaign again. That's what I told. After that camp, I said, I'm never playing another Halo game again. It was just boring. It was just 24/7 just shooting. There's no progression. There's no anything. It's just, I mean, yeah, you see the story, but like, I don't like Halo's story. Like, I know people like Halo's story, but I don't like Halo's story. I don't care about Master Chief, and I don't like Halo's story, so for me, there's no reason to play the campaign because there's no progression. So, let's see. By the way, I really enjoy your content about Xenoblade. There aren't a lot of people talking about those games. I had Xeno 2 since launch, but I couldn't deal with how ugly it was. Well, now you're going to be able to play it. But yeah, obviously Xenoblade. When people tell me, OJ, you just clickbait with your channel, I'm like, bro, there ain't no such thing as a Xenoblade clickbait channel. Like people that play Xenoblade. You're not looking for views. If you cover Xenoblade, if you cover Xeno, trust me, you're not looking for views. You are not looking for views. You're covering it for the love of the game, baby. You're not covering it for views. I can tell you that, you know. So that's what I'll say on that one, you know. Like if you're covering Fire Emblem, Xenoblade, games like that, nah. Yeah, that Switch 2 edition is gonna be lit, man. It's gonna be so good. Honestly, once they got rid of dual wielding, it stopped being fun for me. I mean, yeah, I can see that, I guess, but dual wielding brings a lot of problems, like when it comes to the flow of Halo multiplayer. So I can see why they got rid of it, you know. But I don't know, like I said, I'm just not a big Halo guy anymore. I used to be, but not anymore, so like Halo stopped being fun like when I couldn't play with the homies, like the LAN parties. Once the LAN parties went away, Halo stopped being fun for me. Although I did play a lot of Halo Reach, or a good amount of Halo Reach online, but it wasn't the same, man. Was not the same, wasn't as fun. You're doing your own thing. Xeno has a niche but strong fan base. I think it's gonna blow up soon. I think Xenoblade Genesis can be the game that really helps out when it comes to, you know, Xenoblade. So we'll see about Xenoblade Genesis for sure. I'm excited. I'm looking forward to it. 121 on the combo board though, guys. Appreciate that. Let's go. Combo breaks. Going for a platinum and a half. 29 more combos than we got there. Let's go. I used to be a huge COD guy, not anymore. I used to play a ton of COD. Back when I was in college, COD 4 came out. My junior year in college. I'm old. That's 20 years ago. Going on 20 years. Not even my freshman year in college. Or not even like my junior year in college. Oh my god. My third year in college. That game came out 2007. So I was playing that game. In my dorm, so it was cool. I only really like the COD games. I played a lot of the COD multiplayer game, like COD 4. That was like my game. COD 4 was my game, and then the World at War came out, and I was like, I don't know about this one. And then Modern Warfare 2 came out. I was like, okay, cool. When I played that, and then after that, I fell off. Like I did play a little bit of Black Ops Zombies, but I just fell off. I'm like, all right, I'm good. I don't need any more of this. So I fell off after that. I did play a little bit of Call of Duty Black Ops 2 on the Wii U, but after that, I haven't bought a Call of Duty game since Call of Duty Black Ops 2 on the Wii U, like more than a decade ago plus. So that's my extent. I mean, I'll check out this new one for work, but I'm not actually no. I did play I played the multi. What did I play? I played Call of Duty. What was it? I played Call of Duty. What did I play? I played like the Warzone or something like that. So I did play that. So, but I haven't purchased a Call of Duty like without it being related to work since 2013 or something. So it's been a while. Yeah, I did play Warzone. That's true. I did play Warzone. I have to disagree. Xenoblade 2 has the best combat in the series. Agree or disagree? I think the best combat in the series is Xenoblade, either Xenoblade X Definitive Edition or Xenoblade 3 Future Redeemed. I'm gonna go with one of those two. I think that has the best combat in the series. But let's see about Xenoblade 2 Switch 2 Edition. Xenoblade 2 Switch 2 Edition with 60 FPS and with, you know, new options available, and hopefully with the fine-tuning of the blade system, I think that Xenoblade 2 can be the best. But Xenoblade X Definitive Edition on Switch 2 and Xenoblade 3 Future Redeemed, I think those are the two best Xenoblade systems, combat systems. Cosmos, okay, you're just talking about something else there. So we'll see. I'm really looking forward to seeing people play Xenoblade 2 and like what people think, like with the frame rate update and the resolution bump. It's actually gonna play the way that it should have played, you know. It's actually nice to be able to get something like that, man. Like it's really cool. So it's good. It's good in that sense. You miss DDR so bad. I own so many, but you can't even find a DDR pad anymore. My friend Andre bought in our college dorm, he bought a metal, like, arcade quality DDR machine to play DDR. And he would unpack it, and put it like in our little small rooms that we had, and he would play DDR. It was crazy, but like it broke. It kept on breaking, and obviously he doesn't have like the maintenance to fix it. But man, it was crazy. He would sit there and play DDR in his room. Yeah, DDR was great, man. It was like a revolution at the time. Back in the arcade days, man, I used to see the Asian dudes. Bro, they be just... I'm just like, bro, what is this? They be out there doing backflips and such. Aerials on DDR, bro. It was crazy. It was crazy. I bought a DDR pad. Like a cheap one. For like the DDR game, that like the PC DDR game or whatever. That lets you put like custom music and all that. And it was hard to kind of detect like where you were stepping and like where you were. But I mean, I still played it. Whilst my friends play so much OG Modern Warfare 2 in college, I am good for life, I think. Yeah. Yeah. People are making comparisons with Xenoblade Genesis and Fire Emblem. I can see that a little bit, but I don't think they're going to play the same. Am I the only one that feels like God of War, Zelda, Elden Ring, and Fortnite are all the reasons GTA 6 kept getting delayed because Rockstar wanted to outdo them? No, I don't think so. I think because the game is crazy and it's massive. I think that's the reason why. Hooked on Grand Blue, so you have to wait for Splatoon? Maybe. Maybe. I had to skip out on Grand Blue, man. I had to skip out on it. So, but I mean, I'm definitely going to pick it up like when it's on discount later this year. See the Maestro game coming out on Switch 2 with conducting music? I did see that. But you know what would have been dope? If they would have got a license, or if they would have get something like to play like Zelda music. Oh my gosh, imagine maestroing Zelda. Like, imagine maestroing Zelda and like Nintendo music. Oh my god, how epic that could have been. I really wish that they partnered, somehow got a license with Nintendo and did. I mean, obviously Nintendo probably wouldn't have done it, but it would have been so cool. That game looks so cool. It looks dope. Imagine Zelda music though. If you could maestro Zelda music with different you know, gameplay in the background of like the most epic moments, like when the Zelda music plays. Oh my gosh, that would have boosted the sales of the game so much. So that would have boosted it so much. Maybe we can check that. We can check that Maestro game out on here. Maybe I can show you guys what I'm talking about, because some of you guys probably thinking Maestro game. What are you talking about? Yeah, like it's like the Game Awards Maestro. You are the ocean's great waves. Alright, check this out. This game is crazy. It's like Rock Band. This game would have been so good with Zelda music. Or some like JRPG music. Got some dope music in here though. This could be really good, bro. This could.
Non, mais là, il faut vraiment que tu sois
to stay grounded and be rhythmic, very, very precise. I've got it. Suncrest Games. I mean, it's a unique concept, bro. It's a unique concept for sure, man. Hey, what's this? What's this about? Dino Lords official trailer? I might have to try this game out, bro. I might have to try out this Maestro game. It looks like it's kind of fun.
My lord, a new age of warfare is upon us. Only you can tame the lands.
Oh, it's like a piece. This is like a PC schizo game.
And reclaim our empire.
Yeah, it's like a PC schizo game.
Raise fortifications. Gather resources. Train your men. Harness the power of ancient eggs. Bend the beasts to our cause. And when the time comes, Ride out with them.
Looks cool though.
Repel the invaders. Command from the sky. Fight in the mud. Amid steel and scale. When the enemy evolves, adapt or die.
We have Wii music. Yeah, right.
From the ruins of your kingdom, you will rise. Rise as a Dino Lord.
It's a stupid name.
Wish list now on Steam.
It's a stupid name, but it's a cool looking game. Stupid name, but cool looking game. What else? Well, look at all these games here. I ain't seen none of this stuff. The Life and Suffering of Prince Duran official. What is all these games, bro?
My
The
life
game is targeted towards PC nerds from the
is a
voice
series
annotation
of
trying to sound
choices.
burly and macho.
no consequences.
Yeah.
A single word from me can save the Empire from ruin. A single order can rob the people of their future. I'm caught between my family and the nobility. Between my duty and what I know is right. And sometimes I cannot act as I see fit. For some paths remain closed even to him who wears the crown.
Duran J.
I strive to be better so that the Empire will be better. But even a path that noble can destroy everything, including myself.
Yeah, I have no idea what that means either. I have no idea what they're talking about there. Let me read some of the comments. Yeah, you're gonna break your TV with the Maestro game. You're gonna throw it like the Wii remotes, like people did back in the day. Oh man, I wish we got the MK versus X-Men fighting game or a Harry Potter game like Star Wars Battlefront 2. Okay. Yeah, the Harry Potter game that we got was pretty good though, right? But you want like a competitive game? Why is this community so wholesome? Because a lot of the toxic people we banned or they just left the community. So this community, it's a small community, but there's not as many people, so it's not as toxic. Shout outs to SRX with 1983. Thank you for the subscription, brother. I appreciate it. All right, let's see this next track here, or this next game. Cognition Method.
Dad, do astronauts ever go missing out there?
Pragmata? First person Pragmata?
Hey, there's no one here.
What about the suits?
All
I guess we know where they went.
I don't follow.
The crew was studying the object.
You can tell when it's a Western game because it doesn't look fun. Like, like you know when you're watching like a Western developer when it doesn't look fun, or like when they when it's PC or something when it just doesn't look fun. Like that's how you know it's like a Western developed game. It's like
Weeks ago, they discovered a way to enter it.
doesn't mean it's not going to be good. It just doesn't look fun.
Inside, they found something incredible.
I didn't say all Western games are bad. I just said sometimes you know it's a Western game when it doesn't look fun. Oh, Dingo's back though. Dingo psychologist said that, but he's back. Oh! All right, Hotline's Infinite Rush. Let's check out this. We could just watch some trailers, see what's going on with games. I haven't seen any of this stuff.
Welcome to Hot Wheels Infinite Rush.
I said Hot Wheels, sorry.
A world built at toy scale. No set path, no...
Yo, Nimbar's like, oh boy, let me get my Chipotle. I love Hot Wheels. He probably got Hot Wheels. Wearing Hot Wheels dun-dun-duns right now, right?
Wrong turn. Horizons to explore, races to
Is that
win,
an RGT
and
game?
challenges to conquer. Every corner holds something new to discover.
Like when RGT was like
Of
10.
Rosewood. Towering skyscrapers, bustling streets, endless energy, and something watching over it all.
Yeah, this is like an
Just
Ultra
jump away
Ninmar
to
game.
Scenic Tentacle Bay, sandy beaches, coastal landscapes, crystal clear waters. But there's a reason it's called Tentacle Bay. Or get a little gritty in Gearville. Scorching heat, blowing dust, heavy machinery. Just don't disturb the local wildlife. And finally, drifty temples. A land of blooming cherry trees and ancient pagodas where time seems to slow down. Until you show up.
Got some boats. Oh, never
This
mind. I
world
thought there was a
built
boat.
for your Hot Wheels. You can go anywhere. The next race is never far away.
Okay, there we go. Got some live racing.
Drive, explore, and discover countless challenges. Around here, anything can happen.
It's like Forza Horizon, but Hot Wheels. Or it's like The Crew, but Hot Wheels.
But stay sharp. Every island's got its own crew. Sooner or later, they'll stand in your way.
Wait, I want to see the next thing here. September, dude, that's a September game. Yeah, there's a lot of games in September, man. September 10th. That's going right up against what else? Onimusha, and like that's a week before Fire Emblem. And there's just way too many games, man. There's so many games coming out. So it's pretty cool. Let me go on. I'm gonna go on Nintendo's channel. We can check out some more. Like, it's cool to see all these different trailers and all this, man. Like, there's a lot of dope stuff that's going on here. Oh, we've got a Castlevania Belmont's the first preview from Castlevania Belmont's Curse. IGN had a preview for that, so we'll check that out. Let me check out some more trailers though. Would I buy it? I mean, I bought a Hot Wheels game. I think I bought a Hot Wheels game. Or did I buy Lego 2K Drive? I don't remember. But I mean, I don't think I'm gonna play. I'm not gonna sit there playing with, playing race cars all day. Like, I ain't gonna do all that. But I mean, yeah, maybe if it was like cheap and I just see it, yeah, I'll like randomly buy it. But yeah, I don't know. All right, let me see if there's any. Okay, Dusk Fade. Okay, pre-order trailer for Dusk Fade on the Switch 2. Let's check out. This game actually looks kind of dope. That reminds me of like Jack and Daxter. I just don't like the fact that you're playing as like Jimmy Neutron, like anime Jimmy Neutron. Looks good though for like an indie game, small indie game type title. August 13th. Yeah, looks good. Looks good. I'm looking forward to checking out more of the game. I think there's gonna be a demo too, if there's not already a demo on there. Let me see if there's anything else. Then we can watch that preview. Nah, it's just Splatoon Raiders, fitness boxing. No, we didn't care about that. Densha Attack launch trailer. Okay, yeah, the Densha Attack launch trailer. We can check out that. Check out the Densha Attack launch trailer. then FPS not smooth at all. Didn't they 60 FPS for Dust Fade? Everything just seems so frantic in this game. Bus grinding. This game just seems like if it's crazy, if it's crazy, add it. If it's in the game, if it's crazy, add it. Just straight up. That's what that game reminds me of. Anything crazy, add it. Nintendo actually uploaded this trailer and then immediately sued Digimon right afterwards. Immediately sued Bandai Namco afterwards because they hate Monster Tamer games. So they just sued them right after they uploaded this trailer. So it's okay though. Jet Set Radio Bus Tour, yeah. Still gotta get through the demo of this game. You ain't fighting, your Digimon are. Why you get into a fighting pose? I was in the same pose as him. You ain't fighting. Your Digimon are fighting. Wait a minute, never mind, he shot a gun. I wish I had the time to play this, man. For the demo of Densha Attack, and it's hard. Okay, I gotta check it out. I think Digimon's gonna do, it's doing well on Switch though. I think it's gonna do pretty good. Save that, a demo now, and save that. I'm at the start of the demo. There's a lot of whatever all this crap is. We'll be late on Switch too.
Being a teenager with a Game Boy Advance and a Nintendo DS in the early 2000s was a wonderful time because almost every year there was a new Castlevania game to sink my fangs into. But after Order of Ecclesia in 2008, that never-ending stream of some of the best 2D platforming and exploration in gaming dried up. And now we've somehow gone 18 years without a proper 2D Castlevania. Yes, that's right, 2D Castlevania's absence is old enough to vote now. But if there's one thing I've learned from the many Castlevanias I've played, it's that Dracula's resurrection is inevitable, eventually. Enter Castlevania Belmont's Curse, a much welcome brand new entry in the storied series. And in even better news, it's developed by the team behind Dead Cells. I got to play through the first 3-ish hours at a recent preview event, and based on my early impressions, it's shaping up to be a return worth waiting for.
Good. I'm really looking forward to this game, man.
To set the stage, Belmont's Curse takes place 23 years after the events of Castlevania III, Dracula's Curse, and serves as a direct follow-up to that story, which is also what the fantastic Netflix Castlevania anime is largely based on. The game begins with a summons for Trevor Belmont to head to Paris, which has been ravaged by an unknown force that has flooded the streets with monsters, turned the moon blood red, and left the city in utter chaos. Despite sensing the likely trap, Trevor makes his way to the City of Light, but not alone. He's joined by his daughter Rose, who is eager to continue the family legacy of hunting monsters and vampires.
Shout outs to Rose Belmont. She looks awesome.
You're not the last Belmont anymore.
My first thought as soon as I picked up the controller was, yeah, this definitely feels like Castlevania by way of Dead Cells. And that's not a bad thing. In fact, it's quite good. There's a certain fluidity to Rose's movement and animation that immediately felt reminiscent of controlling the Beheaded from Dead Cells, minus the ability to quickly shoot down to the ground by holding down and pressing jump while in the air. Rose can swing her weapon in front, above, and below her, much like in Dead Cells, while also having access to a quick forward dash to dodge under projectiles or reposition herself behind an enemy, along with a back dash to quickly move out of the way of incoming attacks.
Cool whip.
Of course, the whip has always been the defining weapon of the Belmont clan, and it is a core element of Rose's kit as well, though surprisingly, not as a direct combat tool. Instead, the whip can be used to swing from grapple points to reach new heights and to pull yourself towards enemies in order to quickly close the distance.
Oh, I like that.
My favorite aspect of the whip, though, is that if you press the attack button while you're pulling yourself towards an enemy, you'll execute a grapple attack, which varies greatly depending on which of the 7 types of weapons you're wielding. The starting longsword's grapple attack will allow you to slash through enemies, dealing good damage and keeping your forward momentum, allowing you to chain multiple grapples and cross lengthy gaps. Doing a grapple attack with the Cestus equipped, meanwhile, will execute a Shoryuken-like uppercut that will launch enemies up into the air for air combos. Then you have the Greatsword, which performs a hugely damaging AoE-focused spinning attack.
Shoryuken!
I love the fact that every single weapon has a unique charge attack, grapple attack, and basic moveset, giving you plenty of incentive to experiment with your arsenal and find the right tool for the job.
Praise the sun.
Weapons aren't the only thing you'll be able to experiment with either. Like in Hollow Knight, Prince of Persia: The Lost Crown, and other modern Metroidvanias, you can also find and equip up to 3 relics, which provide powerful passive bonuses. These are usually reserved as rewards for completing difficult optional challenges, like a tricky platforming section or a lengthy combat encounter, and even in my brief hands-on time so far, they have all proven to be well worth the trouble of seeking them out. Finally, since Rose is the daughter of both Trevor Belmont and Saifa Belnades, she's equally skilled in both weaponry and magic. As such, she can also find and equip a variety of spells known as Arcana. In my demo, these spells were always rewards for defeating a major boss, with me gaining one of the boss's core abilities. Defeating the Fallen rewarded me with the Holy Cross Boomerang, besting Joan of Arc gave me her Ground Explosion attack, and taking down Medusa granted me her Petrification Beam. Each of these Arcana could be improved by completing various achievement-like challenges called Works of Mercy. For the Holy Cross, for example, I had to find 3 different whip-type weapons, kill 5 enemies with 1 Holy Cross throw, or kill 10 enemies with a whip attack. Completing a Work of Mercy rewards you with a point that you can spend on a variety of upgrades for that specific Arcana. Again, using the Holy Cross as an example, I could upgrade so that I can throw 2 crosses out at a time, make the cross deal more damage the farther away from me it got, or refund 10% of the mana cost for every enemy it hit, up to 60%, if I caught the cross on the way back. What's great is that these upgrades were actually interesting and affected the way I used the Arcana, rather than just being higher damage numbers, a lower mana cost, or a quicker speed of use. The Rogue's Gallery of enemies will no doubt be familiar to any longtime Castlevania fan. I went up against zombies that rose from the ground, the classic Medusa heads that like to fly in from the side of the screen and move in a predictably wavy pattern, and plenty of gargoyles. Castlevania games have typically varied substantially in terms of their difficulty, and thus far, Belmont's Curse has fallen somewhere in the middle of the pack. These first few hours certainly were no cakewalk, and I definitely had my fair share of deaths against some of the tankier and harder hitting enemies, but checkpoints are generously spaced. You now have a handful of health restoring flasks that get refilled when you pass said generously spaced checkpoints, and unlike most modern Metroidvanias or Souls-likes, there's no real penalty upon death outside of enemies respawning and you getting placed back at the nearest checkpoint. The bosses were no pushover either. My favorite of the bunch was Medusa, which had me swinging between 2 sides of the boss arena to avoid her flailing tail and arms, and then quickly ducking down behind a rock whenever she used her screen-covering petrifying gaze. Opportunities to deal damage were brief, and I had to make sure that I made the most of every chance that I got. It was a fun fight that made good use of Rose's mobility options, rewarded pattern recognition, and required quick reflexes without being too demanding, especially for an early boss. Overall, I had an absolute blast with Castlevania Belmont's Curse. The art and animation are absolutely gorgeous. Combat is fun and dynamic with plenty of room to carve out your own personal playstyle thanks to the variety of weapons, arcana, and relics. Exploration was appropriately rewarding as there were plenty of secrets hidden within the cracked walls of the Parisian streets, and the bosses provided a nice challenge without ever feeling too overwhelming for how early I was in the game. The real star of the show, though, is the whip, which enabled a very unique style of acrobatic combat that gives Belmont's Curse its own unique feel and identity in the increasingly crowded Metroidvania genre. If the Dead Cells veterans at Evil Empire can build upon what's already here and keep up the same quality of level, enemy, and boss design throughout the entire campaign, we could have a return to Castlevania that's more than worthy of standing next to the all-time greats of the series. For more previews of the latest upcoming games, don't miss our recent hands-on looks at The Blood of Dawnwalker and Zevverland. And for everything else in the world of video games, keep it here on IGN.
All right, there we go. What did you guys think of that? I thought it looked pretty cool. Shout outs to Dory Does Voices. Thank you for the tune in tier pledge. I appreciate that. Sorry that I took 3 minutes to acknowledge it. Big love to Dory Does Voices. Thank you for the tune in tier pledge. Let's go. Yeah, man, looks great. Like I thought. What'd you think about it, Dory? I thought it looks pretty cool. I thought the Castlevania game looks dope. Yeah, it was an 8-minute preview. Felt like it was longer than 8 minutes though. Felt like it was a lot longer than 8 minutes. But no, it's good. It's good stuff. People at GameSpot went hands on. A lot of people went hands on with the game, so it was dope. Our style looks nice. This and Mina is actually actual indie. Well, Mina's an actual indie. Castlevania Belmont's Curse. I mean, I don't know if it's like an indie. I don't know if it's like an indie game. Like, I think it's a smaller game, but it ain't an indie game. So, not sure if it's that, but it's not a bad game at all. You know, not bad at all. Well, we got a Tokon official Blade character guide. All right, hold up. Blade character guide.
Get ready. The sharpest sword in the world is coming at you. I've just come off 5 years training as a samurai.
I think Castlevania is gonna come out on top. It's Castlevania, you know?
That was a good start. No mercy. If nothing else, the katana qualifies me.
Counter.
I'm still watching you.
This is the closer we're getting to a Blade game or the movie for all that matter. Yeah. I don't know. The Blade game seems to be in limbo right now. We'll see what the Blade game. You know how long I've been waiting for this? Ooh. You know how long I've been waiting for this? Fighting game should have made the Blade game. Arcane is more Batman than their type of games. Yeah, I don't know, man. Maybe Platinum wasn't available. Told you were a Blade main. I'm not. I don't know if I'm gonna play this game at all. I don't know if I'm a main. I don't know. For me, I'd probably play Spider-Man. If I'm playing this game, I'd probably pick Spider-Man. I'd probably pick like Spider-Man, Storm, and like, I don't know, Spider-Man, Storm, and like, I'd see Spider-Man, Storm, and Captain America. Maybe that'd be like my team. I guess you could have 4 characters. Spider-Man, Storm, Captain America, and somebody else. Deadpool? Deadpool's in the game.
You can prove yourself smart and run away. Gotcha. I got my start in the 70s.
Indie developed with AAA money, yeah. I mean, that's not what an indie game is, though. An indie game isn't, and big developers can make a small game. So it's like, I don't think indie just means no money. Indie means independent. It means an independent company, you know. So I mean, if you're making a Castlevania game,
Some lessons I can share.
that's not really an indie game. You can be an indie company, but that's not really an indie game. I don't see Castlevania, you know, Belmont's Curse as an indie game. Because I never saw Castlevania as an indie game. Like, I never saw it as an indie game in general. You know? Even like when they had small, like the GBA games were small budget. I don't mean it's an indie game, you know? You still haven't picked up Street Fighter 6, yeah. That's true. Yeah, Platinum is making TMNT Ronin, that's true, they are.
Are you ready? Nothing stops the Muramasa blade.
Konami, yeah, the small indie pachinko devs, Konami. Well, I mean, they're publishing the game, and it's like that one team, the Dead Cells team. So it is an indie company, but yeah, I don't really see that as an indie game. No, it's not a AAA studio, no.
First noise.
Sony milking Marvel IP. Sony milks Marvel more than... They love Marvel, man. Instant popularity.
They've got all the rep in the world.
Man, Storm looks incredible. I love her outfit.
Follow me. Hold still.
KO!
You lost, but you're lucky. You're still alive.
Avatar?
We fight together. We win together.
Because the reason why you thought this game is out is because they've showed this game so many times. So it seems like maybe it's been out already because they've shown it like a million times and they've shown so many trailers and they've shown so much footage of this game. So you're like, oh, is it out yet? Or like, are people actually playing it? You know, so there's also that. We got the new Final Fantasy Resonance trailer. That came out a few days ago, but we're going to check that out too. Let me get to some comments though real quick. Getting Tokon for sure. I don't really feel good about giving Sony anything, but I'm gonna grab it because I already said I would play with my friends. Yeah, like, and that's the thing too. Like, I kind of feel the same way. Like, I don't really feel great about it, but you know, it's one of those things to where it's like, if you want to play something, you play something. You know, if you don't, you don't. Like I said, I haven't given Sony any money since the whole situation. I'm not sure when I will. We'll see though. We'll see. Like I haven't bought any. I mean, like I bought third-party games on discount, physical, but Sony doesn't like that at all. Like they hate that. If you buy a physical game, like a discounted physical game, Sony's like, no, only PSN. You know, so I think that's also that's a thing right now. So, oh man, all right, let's check out this Final Fantasy Resonance trailer. It's actually a pretty cool trailer. I covered it in my video the other day, but I wanted to watch it here.
What if Final Fantasy had continued to push the limits of pixel art? Final Fantasy Resonance. Experience a classic tale of crystals with a new twist. Adventure with the protagonist Rain and his party of unforgettable allies.
Now let's march under the flag of the Wild Rose!
Every step of the journey unfolds in stunning HD 2D.
The only thing that I wish that Square Enix built their own custom engine for this game instead of just using Unreal Engine 4 with the HD 2D middleware or whatever they use. Like I really wish that they just built their own engine so they can get out of the grips of freaking Unreal Engine and their Switch 2 specifications. I just wish they built their own custom engine. You know, for the, like RE engine, right? That can be adaptable and can be used for so many different things. Like if they had that, we'd probably be getting much better quality of HD 2D games on Switch 2. I mean, they're not bad, don't get me wrong, like 1080p 60, but like, you know, there's been some frame rate issues in some of the games. Like there's been some like 1080, obviously only 1080p, you know, which is not bad. It's not bad, but I'm just saying like this should probably be like a 4K 60 game on Switch 2, or this should be like at least 1440p. And like they've just been doing like pretty 1080p 60. It's been kind of, like I said, Octopath Traveler 0, some games, not bad, but if they just had their own engine instead of just using Unreal Engine 4.
Explore exotic locations.
Yeah, they got burnt on the Luminous engine, that's true.
Vibrant towns and villages.
But like, build like a good engine, you know? Like, not Luminous engine.
And delve into dangerous dungeons.
Oh, the music is freaking incredible.
Come. Give me your all!
But be warned, fearsome foes await at every turn.
So, Lady Luck smile upon me today?
Put your skills and magic to the test.
Will be rather painful.
And summon espers to your aid.
That's what happens when you don't make a freaking mobile game, bro. When you make like an actual real game.
Of pixel art starts here.
Dare you to keep up with my blade? You're insane!
Heroes resonate across worlds.
So this game looks good, says Ninmar.
Final Fantasy Resonance. Available October 22nd.
Yeah, October 22nd. Yeah, I mean, it should be clear by October. There's not really a ton coming out in October, like late October, so I should be clear for this game. I should be clear. I just wish they were doing an actual cartridge instead of like what they're doing with this game. But outside of that, like it's all right. It's all right. It's okay. It's okay. But it looks good. Yeah, it's a game. It's already been confirmed game keycard, and there's no upgrade from the Switch. The Switch 1 version's not, but there's no upgrade. This is what I want Nintendo to do with Dragalia Lost, adapt it. Yeah, they ain't doing that with Dragalia Lost. Dragalia Lost. Jugalia dead. That franchise is dead.
贅沢に過ぎない。真実はすべて覆い隠された。だがすべてを忘れた一人の剣士が
The Amnesia Swordsman
再びその手に剣を取る。
私たちは帝国に反旗を翻す。君の力を貸してほしい。
勇者様のことは私がしっかり。
Well, this is for like those. This is a Ninmar game right here. Kind of reminds me of Unicorn Overlord. I heard about this game on Switch too. They were like, oh yeah, it like mostly runs at 60 at a good FPS, not 60 locked. They better fix that if they want me to play it. Can't be looking like this and not running at 60 FPS. The Asian women in Ninmar. That's the reason why it's a Ninmar game. It's like the old school trailers. Some cool type of music plays. I was gonna do from freaking Fire Emblem Fates. I think I might actually play this though. It actually looks pretty cool. Langrisser, Sea of Sword. Okay. Yeah, I think I might actually... It actually looks kind of dope. I don't know if I'm going to play it day one, but it actually looks kind of cool. This is a DJ King. Yeah. DJ King. This is definitely a DJ King game. I'm just saying Ninmar game because Ninmar's like, oh, look at all the women that I can look at here. That's a Ninmar type deal. Oh, man. Fire Emblem vibes, but extra flashy. Nah, I mean, it doesn't really remind me of Fire Emblem. I mean, it's the same genre. It's like they're both SRPGs, but it doesn't give me Fire Emblem vibes at all. The graphics are completely different. The gameplay mechanics are completely different. It's just, I don't really, I mean, I can see it a little bit, like I said, just SRPG, but not really Fire Emblem. No, it's more of like Unicorn. It reminds me of like Unicorn Overlord. Like that's really what it looks like to me. Unicorn Overlord, or maybe even like what's that other game? But yeah, not really Fire Emblem outside of SRPG. This really looks like FF Heroes. Yeah, but that's a mobile game. Like it doesn't look like if we watch Fortune's Weave right now, it doesn't look like Fortune's Weave. Like if you look at Fortune's Weave gameplay, you're like, oh, that's not the same. You know, it's like Fortune's Weave has like the overhead. Like Fire Emblem has like an overhead view. This does not. This kind of has like where your characters are like side and like they're running. So like I said, Unicorn Overlord. That's what it looks like a Vanillaware game. It doesn't really look like a Fire Emblem game to me. Fire Emblem Heroes is Fire Emblem Heroes. Like it's a mobile game. Let's see here. Looks pretty cool. Cool FF Resonance is more excited for. Yeah, the art style looks like Fire Emblem. Nah, the art style doesn't look like Fire Emblem. You just think that all anime looks the same then more. But nah, the art style is definitely different. Like if you look at the art style like right here and Fire Emblem Fortune's Weave, it's not the same. Not all anime art looks the same. And like I said, you just don't know what you're talking about. But no, art style does not look like Fire Emblem. The art, like the armor pieces, how the characters look, the chests are way too big. Fire Emblem women just don't have chests this big. Some do, but a lot, most of them don't. Like, you won't, like, Fire Emblem, like Fortune's Weave, you don't see women with chests this big. The outfits, just not the same. No, not at all. Like, nah, it's just both anime art style. But yeah, it's definitely more Unicorn Overlord. Like, this looks almost exactly like Unicorn Overlord. The art looks almost exactly like it. If you look at the characters from that game and then compare them to me, like, oh, okay, yeah, like massive unproportioned chest, things like that. So this that looks very mobile-ish. Even Unicorn looks better. Yeah, this looks more mobile-ish than even like Unicorn Overlord. I agree. But it doesn't look bad though. Like, the game actually looks kind of fun. Like, it looks like it's actually gonna be a pretty good strategy RPG when it comes down to it. Yeah, the actual gameplay looks good. We'll see how well it does, though. We'll see how well it does, and we'll see kind of what's going on with that once it comes out. Miramasa looks good too. Miramasa also looks pretty good with what they've shown there. Oh, they've got the we'll watch this. We'll wrap it up with this trailer, then we'll kind of wrap up this stream. Yo, SRX 1983, thank you for the subscription, man. I appreciate that. Persona 4 Revival. We got a Chie stream or a Chie trailer.
What would be a lean cut? Oh, filet mignon? Yeah, that sounds nice and expensive. Filet,
Yep. Nintendo still owns the publishing rights for Last Story, yeah.
I need to hone my kicking skills so I can use them in battle. But that kind of stuff's all a part of training, right? Man, all this talking is making me hungry. Excuse me, another fried rice with extra meat, please. You want anything?
With that Trunks bowl cut.
Actually, you do strike me as someone who'd be good at that.
I'm a pretty good cook too, you know. I think. I would have whipped up some bentos easy as pie if you just asked.
Let me think about no.
Well, either way, I'm gonna make myself as strong as I can for Yukiko. Let's both give it our all in our training. I got this.
The Xbox. No, I think this one's gonna sell good. It's gonna be fine. But yeah, apparently they want to get out of the deal though. But that was just a rumor.
Woo! Jumped him good. Not bad, huh?
I think it's gonna be good though. It's gonna be a good game. But yeah, the Xbox deals are just like I said, that's a Phil Spencer thing, bro. That is a Phil Spencer. I guarantee you, Phil Spencer thought that getting a marketing deal and keeping it off of Nintendo, let's just say hypothetically speaking, that's what he did. I guarantee you, Phil Spencer thought this would turn the tides in Japan. I guarantee you. Phil Spencer was thinking when he gave Atlas $100 million and I'm just joking with the $100 million. I don't know how much he gave them, but obviously he gave them a lot. I bet you anything Phil Spencer was like, yeah, if we get Persona to be marketed with Xbox, and if we get Persona for the marketing, and if it comes to cloud and Game Pass, and if it comes to whatever on PC, I'm telling you, we're gonna win Japan. I guarantee you, this dude was thinking that. Phil Spencer was a pie. People don't like to talk about this, but we got to be real. We got to keep it a buck about Phil Spencer. He is a pie in the sky, terrible leader. He was a pie in the sky, terrible leader that thinks that money solves everything. He has no tech. He has no skill in managing. And I think that my man basically got the job because Xbox was going left and he said, let's go right, or go right, go left. And he saved it with some type of pie in the sky plan that sounded good to Satellia and Nadelia, because Satellia and Nadelia don't know nothing about video games. And Phil Spencer needed to do something dramatic to save the business. And what would be dramatic? Oh, buying up a bunch. Microsoft, they always buy stuff, right? They think money solves everything because that's what they've done in the regular business. So Phil Spencer cooked up this plan. If we just spend all of our money on a bunch of teams and get people to subscribe, we could have millions of subscribers like Netflix. You know, that was what their plan was. It's a pie in the sky. I don't understand the gaming industry. I don't understand video games. I don't understand all that. What I do know is money. That's what it was. So I guarantee you when he made this deal, he was probably thinking, if I do this, we can turn things around in Japan. If we get Metaphor, if we get Persona, we can turn things around and people will start thinking that we're popping in Japan. I guarantee you. It sounds crazy, right? But Phil Spencer, he did a bunch of crazy stuff. Imagine buying all these studios to put it on a subscription service as if the data about how many games people play per year was out there. The data about how people play games was out there. I don't know why this guy felt that sitting there buying Ninja Theory and buying Undead Labs and buying all these studios that just make not that popular of games was somehow going to convince everybody and their mom to subscribe to Game Pass, and they were going to have 70 to 100 million people on Game Pass by 2030. That is insane logic. That is absolutely brain dead, money buys everything, Montana Max logic. That is not regular video game logic. I'm not an executive in the video game industry, but I could have told you, and I actually even told you back then, Game Pass, that's not gonna work. So I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if Phil Spencer did this. And guess what? Every single Xbox content creator, from Colt Eastwood to Jez Corden to all those guys, sat there and pushed the propaganda of Game Pass and how it's so successful and how it makes so much money and it doesn't stop other games from selling. And now all the information has came out that it was a flopping failure, that the studios were failures, that there was a unhealthy business, that they weren't selling those systems, that they can't get any growth with Game Pass, that it was overpriced, that they made mistake after mistake after mistake after mistake. And all of these Xbox content creators would sit there and call me and call other people trolling or fanboys or names when they were being lied to by Phil Spencer 24/7. When you don't get any sales numbers, you don't get any real sales results, you don't get anything, and all you see is red on red on red for year after year after year of failing sales and failing numbers. And now guess what we got now? Now we have the other developers that are making games for Xbox games as they're being laid off and as they're being gutted from their studios, saying, man, it was never going to work. We didn't want our games on Game Pass like that. It wasn't selling. Oh, yeah, you need to sell games. Listen, man, if you want new games, you need to sell games. I don't know what they were thinking, but I'll never listen to another Xbox content creator ever again when it comes to the business of video games, because these guys are all frauds. They sat there and lied to you 24/7. They knew good and well Game Pass wasn't doing well. They knew it because there was murmurs that it wasn't doing well beforehand, and they pushed that nonsense to you. Don't listen to these guys. They're on Twitter. They're on all these other places. No shots, no hate. But these guys have been frauds when it comes to understanding the gaming business. They don't. And this is a product. This Phil Spencer marketing with Persona. Sorry, you guys set me off on this one. This is a product of Phil Spencer being a terrible leader and just spending money whenever he feels like spending money. Like, what are you spending money on that? That money should have been used to save some of these jobs that people are losing right now. A freaking Atlas Persona marketing deal. What does that do for you? So you can sell 150 units in Japan every single week? What does that do? It's just a waste. It's just a colossal waste of money. Whereas your employees are being fired left and right. This guy's a fraud. Phil Spencer is a straight up fraud when it comes to managing. His tenure at Xbox was fraudulent. He's a good guy, and I think that he's good with developers, like when it comes to like the development side and just being part of Microsoft. But when it comes to being a leader, he's the biggest fraud that we've seen in a while. And I hate to say that because I think he's a good guy, but as a leader, he was a fraud. He was a straight up fraud as a leader. And I think that more people need to say that, because that was the reality of Xbox Game Pass, is that this dude was a fraud and hiding and lying about Game Pass for a whole straight up decade. Asha Sharma comes in. What does she do? Instacart AI? She's an Instacart and AI lady. She comes in and says, this business is garbage. And guess what? all of the freaking Xbox content creators get their marching orders. Oh yeah, well, they're over there scrambling. But wait a minute, weren't you the one that was telling us that Xbox Game Pass was so profitable? Weren't you the one that was telling us that games are selling better than ever before? Weren't you sitting there eating up what Phil Spencer was saying 24/7 about things all the way through its life? Weren't you the one writing articles about how evil Nintendo was? And then Microsoft lays off people like while their CEO makes $100 million? Weren't you the one writing articles like that? These guys are frauds, bro. These guys are performative, absolute frauds on Xbox. And they really emboldened Phil Spencer to continue doing this nonsense because he'd be listening to them and people would be sitting there and saying, and I'm just thinking like, bro, this plan is not working. This plan is not working. A complete fraud. Let's just call it how it is. As a leader, good guy. I think he knows when it comes to certain things like working with teams and stuff like that. Phil Spencer is good with that. But as a leader, dude was a fraud. Dude was a complete fraud. And more people need to say it because that's just what it is. Look at all the destruction that's happening while he took his golden parachute. He's a multimillionaire. He takes a golden parachute to get out from Xbox, and look at all the destruction in his wake. In him and Sarah Bond's wake, look at everything that's happened. Look at all the studios that are losing, that had to be either, let go or they have to try to gain their independence again, or you're seeing a lot of people being fired down at this point, even under his reign. So many layoffs, so many issues. They had layoffs almost like every single year for like the last, 3 years or something, 2 or 3 years? And then layoffs. And now Asha Sharma comes in and lets everybody know the true identity of what really happened at Microsoft is that it was a fraudulent company being ran by Xbox division was fraudulent, sitting there spending all this money on Game Pass, spending all this money on these things, and nothing, absolutely almost nothing to show for it but a third place finish again, less sales than Xbox One, which was already kind of bad, less sales than that, and then price increases out the wahoo because of the RAM crisis and all that, because power is the only thing these people know about. Spending money is the only thing these people know about. That's what they think is the greatest thing in the world. And that's why this Persona deal was one of those things. Like, what do you even do this for? That money could have went to the people that were getting laid off. Like, this is probably a multi-million. And that's why I'm ranting right now, because I'm not happy with the layoffs with Microsoft. I think it's trash. I think even Asha Sharma, this is trash that you have 1,600 people laid off at this point. Also 50% vendor spend. So she reduced a lot of people to vendor spend. That's actually more than the 3,200. Shout outs to Jason Schreier on that one. There's actually way more than that. But they, of course, it's Microsoft. They're fraudulent. So and they're complete frauds. So of course they would call people vendor spend. No, it's more than 3,200 people. But here's the kicker, guys. Phil Spencer, so trash in terms of his destruction and his wake. You've got 1,600 people that are fired, and then you've got another 1,600 people that are sitting there waiting to be fired. Like, they're sitting there going into work thinking, one of these days, my key card won't work. One of these days, I won't be able to get into this building. I got a family. Should I leave now? Should I start looking for a different job? Am I going to be the one that leaves? That is a terrifying proposition. This is a poorly ran trash company that leaves employees sitting there walking on eggshells or walking on coal on fire because they don't know if they're even going to be there by the end of March 2027. If you're going to fire people, just fire them. Why are you having them go into work and do work when they are dead men and women walking at your company? This is a poorly ran company. It's a trash company that sits there and does this. And these content creators will sit there and write scathing articles on Power World and lawsuits, but not scathing articles on this. They'll sit there and go back to, I can play my Halo. It's coming out. Oh my gosh, Xbox doubled their console sales. They'll sit there and run articles like that, but they will not write scathing articles on Phil Spencer and the situation that happened there. These guys are a bunch of frauds. Don't listen to any of them. Honestly, I don't have any personal beef with any of them. I don't have any personal beef. Like, we've had Colt on the show and all that stuff, but this is a fraudulent type of situation that's going on. It's a very fraudulent thing, and it should be called out how you see it. If you see something and it seems exactly like that and the evidence lines up, you need to call it like you see it. Remember, when it comes to Satoru Iwata, the whole industry was ready to sit there and kick this man out because of the Wii U, because of the failure of the Wii U. On his damn deathbed, people were calling for his job to be, for him to be fired. People don't remember that. They remember him great now because of all the stuff that he did. But I remember when he was his last days, what people were saying because of the failure of the Wii U, and how there was all sorts of articles talking about he should be fired, he should be gone, he should be this, and he should be that. I mean, man, it's crazy. It's crazy when it comes down to it, but that's the reality of the situation that we're dealing with right now, right? That's the reality of the situation with Microsoft and with everything that's going on and with all of that. And a lot of these guys, like I said, complete frauds. Phil Spencer, as his tenure as a management, complete fraud. Don't think he's a bad guy. Don't think that, you know, he shouldn't have had an opportunity. But this whole propaganda campaign with Game Pass to make it seem as if it was doing incredible and everything was honky-dory and the business was fine. Remember, there was other, man, if I can find it, if I make this into a video, because I probably will because it's a rant, it's a nice rant. But there was a video of Phil Spencer saying, oh, we're selling more games than ever on Game Pass. We're doing, bro, no, we're games are doing better. No, you're not. That was a lie. Just like the 4 games. Oh, well, we never said more than 4. Just like that was like everything a lie. Oh, just like the Tango, you know, where they said, oh, Hi-Fi Rush has checked every single box. Oh, by the way, then we're shuttering the studio. We're getting rid of the studio. These guys are perpetual bad liars. Not like little white lies. Perpetual liars at Microsoft. Perpetual. Over and over and over and over with various different things. Man, it's crazy. It's crazy. It's hard to even want to be excited for anything that they're doing. It really is, bro. Habitual, perpetual, just lying 24/7. And you, like I said, you'll have these content creators sit there and go schizo over Power World, go psycho over Power World, and the lawsuits. But you have thousands of developers and people losing their job and being reduced to being vendor spend. Vendor spend. Not even, they can't even be seen as people, just vendor spend. This is a trash, by the way, by a CEO that makes $100 million. Microsoft, $1 trillion company with a CEO that makes $100 million. And it's just okay because Microsoft has doubled their sales and because you're getting Halo and you're getting Gears of War E-Day. Man, complete trash. Complete garbage. Complete garbage. But it is what it is. Listen, none of these companies are saints. None of them are. Nintendo has their issues. Sony has lots of issues. I've ranted on that many times before. But the funniest thing, like I said, with Microsoft, $1 trillion company, one of the biggest in the world, right? Top 10 company in the world. CEO that makes $100 million. And this, like that, what Elias said about the whole Persona thing and like the marketing deal triggered me to even get to this whole thing. That's the type of wasteful spending that they will spend on doing stupid stuff like this. Getting a marketing deal with Persona. Nobody gives a crap about JRPGs on Xbox. We know this. It's such a small amount. There is no reason, but that's the type of nonsense that Phil Spencer would spend his money on one point and then boot out developers on the next point because they need to cut costs. But if you didn't do stupid stuff like this, if you didn't do stupid stuff like buying up a bunch of studios, you probably could have paid your people, paid for games, and kept things going and kept things moving. But no, you think money and the size of everything is the be-all, end-all in gaming. That is Phil Spencer's MO. That's his MO for 10 years this man did that. And flopped and failed almost at every single corner. Produced no overall game of the years. Produced nothing. And now they gutted id Software to the point where id Software has to sit there and publicly refute Hugo coming out and damage controlling for it being gutted. They got gutted. Oh, we're the same size as we were back in 20... Bro, stop. You got rid of some of the best and brightest talent on the id engine. That money that they're spending on all this nonsense could have been put into... If they bought Bethesda, Bethesda would have been fine. They put that money into Bethesda. These people are crazy, bro. Or put that money into id. Like, these people... And let's not even get started on the BS decisions on where's Fallout? Where's that? Like, you have to get Asha Sharma in, AI lady, Instacart lady, to tell you to make a new Fallout game. So now we have a roadmap of all the Fallout stuff. There's no surprises. There's no surprises. It's just, okay, here's everything that we're doing for the next decade. Poorly ran company, don't understand gaming. Wouldn't be surprised if this company does not have a system in the next 5 to 10 years. I would not be surprised because this is the type of nonsense that content creators and people are okay to put up with people, good people, losing their jobs, losing their livelihood, as long as they get their Halo remake or their Gears of War remake or their E-Day or whatever, or their prequel. As long as they get that, they'll sit there. But like I said, don't let there be a lawsuit. They'll write scathing articles and act insane on stuff like that. But anyway, I digress, man. It is what it is. I am done with this rant. I am done. But all right, guys, we're going to wrap it up here. We are going to wrap it up here for this one. I appreciate everybody that came out to today's stream. I really do. Thank you guys so much. I appreciate that. If you have not hit that like button, hit that like button before you go. So thank you guys so much for everything, man. Thank you guys so much. I appreciate everything that you guys have done. And sorry for my rant here. It's just, it just behooves me. These people, man, these people just behooves me, bro. It really does. These people are just, they're so okay with so many people losing their job and all that. And just like I said, as long as you get your next game, I guess, right? It doesn't matter the destruction that this fraud left behind. But hey, it is what it is. Check out my most recent Star Fox Switch 2 sales video if you haven't seen that yet, man. Check that out. I think it's a good vid. I had a lot of fun making it, so that was my second video for the day. We had a video talking about Xenoblade Genesis as well. So if you haven't seen that, check that video out. So a lot of good stuff, man. A lot of good stuff on the channel. So yeah. I mean, I'll clip the video and I'll probably have it as my second video. So if you guys want to watch my rant again, you guys can watch it again. I'll probably have it on like I'll have it on the channel. We'll see. But all right, guys, love y'all. Yeah, I know. Seriously, Obsidian, talking about what was it? Make a Vow 2 instead of a new Fallout. Yeah, great. Anyway, all right, guys, love y'all so much. Thank you guys for coming out for the stream today. I appreciate everybody that is awesome. You guys are all incredible. And yeah, we will see you guys tomorrow for the JoJo Friday stream. Although, no, sorry, it's Thursday tomorrow. So we'll see you tomorrow for Thursday's stream tomorrow. All right, guys. Love y'all so much. We'll catch you for the next one. Go watch my videos, guys. If you haven't seen my video, please, if all 200 of you guys can go watch my video, that would be really nice. I'd appreciate it. Like I said, it's a good video talking about Star Fox, Switch 2 sales, and more Switch 2 updates. So, all right, guys. Love y'all. Thank you for coming out to the stream. Shout out to everybody that dropped support today. Barkster, everybody. Big combo breakers. Love y'all so much. And, yeah, we'll see you guys tomorrow, all right? All right. Peace out, homies.